All right, we are here at session 8 of Curse of Strahd. A bunch of Warcraft nerds are attempting to defeat the module Curse of Strahd. We are in our 8th session of Curse of Strahd, 11th session total because we did Death House. And we have had a hell of a journey. We have gotten out of the village of Barovia and made our way west. You guys have had your fortunes read by Madame Eva, the famous Vistani wise woman. You've been given sort of a set of prophecies on things that you could do in this land to aid you in your journey. But all roads lead to Vallaki. It's kind of been a place you've been heading towards since you got here. Last session, we ended up dealing with a bit of a challenge when you woke up inside of Bone Grinder Mill and you were the prisoner of a coven of witches. And Morgantha, the witch in the middle, she was the leader of this coven, and they had fed you guys dream pastries, and you were living your greatest dreams. But Irina had smacked you guys and woke you out of it. You made her run out of Bone Grinder Mill, and you had a pretty hectic battle there in a very small space with these very powerful witches, but managed to emerge victorious, killing 2 of them. But Morgantha got away, and you have the deed to Bone Grinder Mill, something you picked up from your journeys in Death House, and you utilize this to unlock a chamber underneath Bone Grinder Mill that had some treasure. But while you were down there, you also met a ghost of an elven woman named Patrina, who told you that at one time she was Strahd's lover and apprentice, and that she had been killed, and that Strahd was trying to use the party and manipulate the party for his own purposes, which wasn't 100% of a surprise to you guys. I feel like your characters kind of knew that was going on, but she kind of confirmed that for you. And she beseeched you to seek out her brother Casimir, who's still alive in the Dusk Elf refuge that is outside of Vallaki. Does that all sound accurate? I miss anything?
Nope, you're right on point.
All right. And so then you got a long rest. So everybody, not only you leveled up to level 6, you got a long rest, and you made your way westward further. And we ended the last session with you stepping onto this ridge and looking down into this valley, and sort of nestled in this valley amongst some low hills and a big giant lake and some forest, really thick forest. You saw this walled city, and you saw a flock of bats flying into the city, and that's where we ended the last session. And so, as you guys approach the city of Vallaki this morning, is there anything you'd like to say amongst yourselves?
Yeah, Rogar, can you use one of those lesser restorations on my frickin' leg before we forget again?
And also, I would like to also point out that this lake is beautiful, but it would be even more pretty if it was called by the proper name. It is a fjord. That is all.
Thank you for that, Nico.
For that, okay.
I mean, if Piranha strikes again.
There's nothing like looking at the fjord in the morning, boys.
It sounds beautiful. Beautiful.
I love a good-looking fjord.
Well, I am tired of carrying Crawford on my shoulder, so I'm gonna fix his leg, I guess.
All right, so you sit down on the ground, and Dr. Crawford, and you have Rogar sort of lean over your leg, and he grabs it with his scaly hands, and you what ability are you using, Rogar?
Lesser restoration.
Okay. So you feel this wave of radiant warmth sort of spread through the muscles and tendons and bones in your leg, and you realize that there was some pretty severe damage in your leg that maybe wasn't, you were obviously scarred up on the surface, but the healing that you got immediately you thought had taken care of it, but the deeper injury that it hadn't healed, you feel lesser restoration restore your leg, and you'll no longer have to roll that Constitution save if you choose to dash.
Good, because I can do my job better. There we go. Thank you, kind sir.
Yeah.
You got it. Less smiting, but you got it.
Let's try not to get us into a position where you have to smite today. How about that? Give you some time to rest.
I wanna punch something. I don't care what it is, but no, that's it. We'll do that, and Rogar's ready to go. We're looking for a guy with a monkey. Is objective 1, I think.
Well, objective 1 is take Irina to Lady Voctor, or I guess Enos has been having thoughts about Vasily von Holt. I'm going to throw that out there just to be fair. If I have serious reservations about that, but just hey. And then after that, once we get her delivered to wherever she needs to go, then yeah, probably just look for the guy with the monkey.
Yeah, he's going to be on the way. I feel like that's how this works.
Anyone listen, out of character, anyone described as by an antagonist of an adventure as a rabble rouser, I gotta meet him. That's just me. That's just my DNA.
I'm calling it now. I think it's a honeypot. I don't want anything to do with it. But
Okay. I like honey and I like pot. Let's get it on. Let's get it.
Especially when you slick the honey oil on the fucking joint. Yeah, that's a.
So Irina, as you guys are sort of discussing this, she goes, "Well, does anyone care for my opinion on this matter?"
No. I'm just kidding. You're
just kidding?
Oh.
She gets really pissed looking for a second, and then she sees you're kidding, and she like cracks a smile. She's like, "That's better." She goes, "Well, I don't know what to do. I thought that Count Strahd was the one who had bit me and was responsible for my father's death, but then he saved me in the forest from the vampire that looked like him. And I don't know what to make of his explanation, and I don't know what to make of him saying that he's in love with me or what that means. I just don't want to fear for my life. I just want to feel safe."
Lady Irina, let me address you directly. Please do not make any decisions. We are going to look at all options on the table and decide with your opinion and your input what is best for you. These are only roads before us, and roads eventually end up in the same place. But however, the path that you take could be either fraught with danger or full of pleasure. So let us all discuss these many paths before us as we get into the city. Let's see what is before us. That is all I ask.
I have one thing to ask of you, Nico Tirada. Would you swear to protect me and not hand me over to fiends?
My blade and my loot is not easily given, but I have already sworn to you, I am at your service.
That's good enough for me. And Rogar, I know you are honorable warrior, and Disdain, you've shown your heart many times over, and Dr. Crawford, you are a man of upstanding moral fortitude and character. I trust all of you to guide me in what must happen next.
Then let us go into Vallaki. Rogar needs a bath. Right, Fred? You smell. I'm going to tap him on the shoulder.
All right.
You smell like a wet dragon.
Love it.
Is there a path to follow?
Oh yeah, it's a road,
I'm gonna,
a road that leads down into the valley, down to the city. Okay.
I'm gonna gently pluck away at my lute and sing a song about how bad Rogar stinks on the way down.
It's pretty catchy.
It's gonna be great.
It's pretty catchy. By the time you guys get down there, you're kind of humming along.
Everybody's singing it. Love it.
You might have a new hit on your hand.
Is this something like Smelly Cat? Is that what this is?
Exactly. Except Smelly Dragonborn doesn't roll as smooth as you would think, but he comes up with something.
Right.
I'm not musically minded enough to come up with it, but Enos, that's a side project. If you come up with the Smelly Dragonborn song, that would be wonderful to introduce.
I will have it next session.
Okay,
I've got it.
We'll get him inspiration.
I am a lyricist.
It might get him 2 or 3 inspirations.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So, as your party makes its way to Vallaki, a couple really notable things you kind of notice, right? Like you notice first of all the size of the city. It's easily 5, 6, 7 times the size of Barovia. This is no small village. This is a legit city. Now maybe from Faerun, where most of you guys are from, it wouldn't be a massive city. It'd be maybe a little bit more of a frontier, type of city, but it is a city. And you notice too the wall, which runs the entire length of it. You also notice, Rogar, that this is a fairly defensible looking position. This is not even though it's kind of down in a valley, when you get to the bottom of the valley, it kind of goes back up a little bit. So this would be the kind of situation where if they had to defend against a force of some kind, it's on a scale of 1 to 10 of defensibility, like a 7. Like this is a decently defended township. And finally, the thing you guys notice, and you don't notice it till you turn around and look back, you cannot see Castle Ravenloft from here. And this is the first time since you stepped foot in Barovia that you have been anywhere where Castle Ravenloft is not hanging over you, perched like some predator just kind of watching you from above. And it feels a little like you feel a little relief, almost like wow, like we're kind of out of sight of Castle Ravenloft now. And that feels actually pretty good, even though it's still pretty bleak and misty and it's morning time, but the sun's still really dim. There's a sense of relief you guys kind of feel from that. And you make your way down to the city. And as you get closer, you notice some things about it. As you get closer, number one, you notice the area surrounding the walls and even on top of the walls is covered in spikes that have wolf heads impaled on them. And as you approach the city itself, you see a man in stockades. And this man is just sort of humming and has got his kind of ass out in the air, and his arms, his legs are in there. He's just like, he goes, oh, more visitors, wonderful, just what our fair city needs, more visitors, oh joy. And you pretty much have to walk right by this guy to get to the gate.
Nico's going to take issue with his hypocrisy. And Nico's going to reach out and say, oh, are you the greeting committee for Vallaki? I had thought more. I thought you would be bigger, man.
Well, you might as well consider me the welcoming committee. This is what the Baron wanted me to do, is tell anyone entering the city what happens to those who speak ill of his festivals or his burgomaster's vision for how Vallaki should be run. I call it all bollocks, and he like spits a big loogie. He goes, but that's what got me in the stocks. So maybe if you don't want to be in stocks, keep your opinion to yourself about the Baron and his festivals.
Both the volume of your mouth that you just produced before us and the words within it, I am very interested. So it seems that you have an ongoing conversation with Strahd. He tells you that this is what happens. So how did you end up here, man? You were in stockades.
He goes, Strahd. He goes, I don't know anything about the old Lord Strahd, may he ever forever reign, or whatever we're supposed to say. I know that the leader of this town is the burgomaster, and of course the DM fucking forgets his name while I'm in the middle of role playing this dude. There's so many. I know.
Just call him Chad, dude.
His name's
Just call him Chad.
Burgomaster Chad.
Yes.
No, it's not Chad. It's shit. It's Vargas Volovich. So he goes, the Burgomaster Vargas, he's the ruler of Vallaki, and this is what happens to those who have criticisms for how he runs the town. So just be warned.
Okay, do I look like the Burgomaster? What was his name, Rocky?
I forgot. No, Vargas.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, dude. Vargas, do I look like Vargas Vilisovic or whatever the DM said his name was?
Is Vargas Valakovich. The city's named
Vargas.
after his ancestors. He says they founded the place.
Do I look like Burgomaster Valakovich to you? Is he
You-
bigger, smaller?
You look like a Vistani to me, and that's not gonna go over well since Vistani aren't allowed in Vallaki.
I'm going to absolutely cast Evil Eye on this
Okay.
bastard right now, dude.
Alright, give me a.
Nobody fucking talks to me that way. Rocky, you should know better. You
Alright,
should know, dude.
now this is remind me, is this a save that he has to roll, or is this a roll you have to roll?
Yeah, Evil Eye, real quick.
Take your time.
Real quick, is that what's that? Christopher Eccleston? Is
I
that
don't
the-
know. I don't know.
Looks like the guy that played the elf in Thor 2, the
It
worst
does
MCU
actually.
movie.
It
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Evil Eye, dude, it's just a spell. It doesn't tell me. I assume that he's got to make a
Probably a wisdom
got
save.
a wisdom. Yeah,
that's usually
right?
how it goes. But I'll double check. Hold on.
Evil Eye, what is the check on that bad boy? This is important to know because if you tell me, I'm going to write it down right now because I'm going to be doing a lot of that evil eyeballing and shit.
I bet. I think it's actually in Xanathar's. Give me a second here.
How do you check an evil eye with Oakley
The
shades?
questions you ask yourself in D&D, right? Let's see.
I still want you to be that DM that is vaping all over our lair so that you can create the mist of Barovia, dude.
I should, man. If we were all physically together, I probably would.
You need to be a cloud chaser, bro.
Jason,
Couch chaser.
did you send the group that picture?
No,
Oh, you
it was on
should.
Discord. It was on
Oh.
Discord. Sorry, buddy.
I'm
Shit,
doing
man.
a search through Xanathars for anything
It's
that
not
has
in-
the word "I" in it, and I'm not
Yeah.
seeing anything so far.
Evil eye, dude.
Yeah, it's a specific.
It's not in
let's-
Xanathar.
Yeah, let's make it basically.
Is it a charisma?
It's basically a charm person. So yeah, let's make it charisma based. So what's your
Okay.
spell save?
My spell save is
Spell save DC.
Where do I see that spell save?
It's
DC?
on the middle of your front page and to the
Yep.
right.
Oh, it's 14.
Okay,
He's
so
gotta
he's
be a
got to be a
14.
14. He's got a -1 on his wisdom. So let's see how he does.
Sounds
Or
good.
his
Let's
charisma,
let's
so
get
let's
it.
do it.
Okay, let's get it.
Yeah, you just sort of lock eyes with him, and you kind of give him that Vistani evil eye, and he goes, and you can choose
Yeah.
to make. So now the evil eye, in my opinion, that would make them frightened of you. Would be my thing. But let's make it interesting. Let's make it also you could choose to like in this situation he's in a stockade. You intimidate the shit. Let's make it like a successful intimidate roll, right?
Oh,
So-
okay, cool.
Is that cool? So
Yeah,
so
cool.
he's just like, oh, I meant no offense. Please, sir, don't curse me. Don't curse me. I have children. I have 8 children. Please, sir, don't curse me. I spoke
So
only truth. Vistani are not allowed in Vallaki.
my good man in the stockades. I don't even know your name, so I will call you Stockade Man. Is this okay with you?
Well, my name's Ernst, but you can call me whatever you want.
I think I will call you Ernst. I have no intention of degrading you here, sir. You're degraded enough. I only want to know.
He's pissing
How
his
did you-
pants.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome. So I only want to know, what is your opinion of Strahd? Tell us. We will not rat you out or endanger it any more than what you could possibly be endangered by. I can count right now. 1, 2, 3, at least 8 loogies lie by your head. I can only imagine how many have actually hit your face.
I'm so dehydrated right now. He says, my opinion of Count Strahd is, I know almost nothing about the man. I hear rumors that he has more to do with Barovia, the village, than he does with Vallaki. I've heard he stays in his castle and he's a powerful wizard and he does many strange experiments. I know that him and the Baron have some kind of understanding, but the Baron runs Vallaki. Oh, I know that Lady Wachter and her family are Strahd loyalists, and I know that Vasily, the Lord Vasily, he's a paladin of Lathander, and he is against Strahd. What else do I know? I know that sometimes the tailor is taken in a strange carriage that has no horses, and it takes her to Castle Ravenloft, and then she comes back, in the same horseless carriage. Um, I know. That's all I know.
I know. I'm
You,
really glad you're recording this.
I am so glad to meet your acquaintance, Ernst. Is there anything that could possibly happen to us if we were to release you from these stockades so you can return to your family and perhaps give you a drink of water or something stronger?
Um, he says, "Oh no, sir. If you release me, that would be all fine." And I need everybody to give me a insight roll, please.
Hey, Nico's about the people, dude. I'm just telling y'all right now. Y'all fucking signed up for this when you rolled with me. Don't start shooting the shit with me right now. Don't start with your shit. Weezing, I can feel your eyeball right now. Don't start, dude.
If I could cast Evil Eye, buddy.
No, but hey, you know what? But you can't. You're an impotent dragon that stinks and still needs a bath.
I can't wait to hear
So
this song.
yeah, it's gonna be
Okay.
epic, dude. Hey, you know Metallica. You know Metallica, Megadeth.
Yeah.
That's a 13 for Dr.
Idiots!
Crawford. My ability raises it.
All right. Okay, we got 13 for Dr. Crawford, Disdain 13, Rogar. Okay, Rogar, he's lying. If you guys let him
Yeah,
out of the
obviously.
stockade, if he gets let out of the stockade, you guys are going to be in trouble.
Yeah, Rogar's gonna say no. We're not. We're not letting him out of the stockades. He's done the crime. He's got to pay the time.
I understand crime and punishment, but can we at least give him some water?
Yeah, I'll pull out the water skin. I guess I'll help him drink because he's gonna have a hard time with it. Yeah.
Thank
He's
you.
like slides
Hey.
circling, like half of it's going on the ground. He's like,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor. The next thing you should work on as a doctor is some way to get a liquid that is lower than the mouth. If a man is in a fixed position, if you could get the liquid into his throat, somehow there has to be a medium there. If you could work on that, it would be great.
Archmage's
Okay.
Tensor had something about that, but I don't remember reading too much about it. There was something called a straw. I don't know.
Yeah, you can call it a straw. I don't know. A straw works for me. The straw works for me.
Horses straw.
I
We
love
can-
that in the middle of the campaign we have gone from Curse of Strahd to Creation of Straw. That's,
Well, hey, look, stop cheating on us, and we'll figure out the rest, Rocky.
So he drinks. He says, "Thank you, my friends. I'm serious. If you're going to go into Vallaki, sir, you might want to disguise your flamboyant dress. That if they perceive you're Vistani, you might be right here next to me in these stockades."
Okay, and so Nico's going to be like, "Oh, you mean like this?" And he's going to twirl around. Can he do prestidigitation here? Please let me do it.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
Let's
dude,
take it.
he's gonna twirl around, and he's gonna look at Ernst and see exactly how he's dressed, how he's clothed, even down to his eyes and face shape, and he's gonna transform into Ernst.
I won't
Can I
let
do
you
that?
transform into Ernst. I'll let you transform
Can
your
I- can I-
clothes into Ernst. Clothes.
Yes, I'm gonna wear Ernst clothes because I only know about this place what I've seen.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get as close to that as possible.
Yeah, you have these very plain clothes, very drab, total opposite of what you had before. You're still pretty handsome, long-haired Vistani guy.
Of course.
But the clothing doesn't really signal that you're Vistana.
Okay, so I'm gonna lean close to Ernst's ear. I'm gonna say, Ernst, thank you for your information. I never meant for it to end this way. And I'm gonna kiss him on his forehead and slap it as I back away.
Great
Now,
job, man.
Can
Good
I
job.
cast
Inspiration.
minor illusion on Nico's face?
No, we only need to focus on the sound here that it makes. My hand, as my neck cranes away, my hand goes, whoosh, whoosh, slaps the sweaty forehead.
Yeah. Nice little wet slap.
Oh yeah, dude. And then we're moving on.
But so minor illusion I can cast on his face to make him
Mhm.
look less Vistani.
How long does minor illusion last?
It's a cantrip, so I can continually cast it as long
Mhm.
as I'm beside him.
Without concentration.
It is concentration, I believe.
Oh
No.
shit.
There's no. It's not. It's illusion. There's no concentration. It doesn't say.
What?
So it's 1 minute. It's 1 minute.
Okay, so it's 1 minute. All right.
It-
Hey, save it. If we
you
get some
refresh
beef
it
at the
every
gates.
minute, I guess. But if it drops in the
Just-
middle of him talking to somebody, that's gonna be really bad.
It just ends up with me looking like a freaking idiot. So save it for when we get to the gates, and I'm gonna kind of slink behind Rogar at this point because I don't think Rogar's taking point here. I've been doing that, and I'm gonna back off now.
All right. So you guys leave Ernst in his stocks.
Hold on, hold on. As we're walking away, I'm gonna turn around and Rogar's gonna say, "Hey, stockade boy, if we would need to purchase anything in the city, where would we find something at?"
Oh,
Well, I mean, if you're looking for normal supplies, there's a few shops. If you're looking for equipment that your types might like, there's always Mad Marge, but good luck with that.
What do you mean?
That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm scared of the Baron and I'm scared of Count Strahd, but I won't say a word about Marge.
I'm behind Rogar, and I'm saying, "Hey, Rogar, everything okay up there?"
Okay, so Marge is one place, and if we needed to sell something, where would we get the best prices?
Depending on what you're selling, there's different places, but the only place that deals with magical weapons is Marge.
The Portaquaches already said there was Marge. Are you hard of hearing, Rogar? Let's fucking move.
Okay, and then I'll continue walking then.
All right. You guys get down to the gates, and you know, the gates are about 15 foot high. They're made of wood with some stone kind of mixed in. The front gate has some guys with pikes behind it. You can see that there's some iron grates that they probably pull over it at nighttime, but right now that it's open. The two guys are standing out there with their pikes. They see all of you. All you come in. They stand up. One guy whistles as you guys are approaching.
Oh shit.
And
We're rolling initiative.
as you
I,
get
I cast minor illusion right now, like just on
Okay.
him.
And what do you want to do with it?
I just want to decrease his hair, like just make it
Mhm.
look a little bit more like clean.
Okay, go ahead and describe how racist you are. How do you see me? Go ahead. Point out all the
as you said,
flaws.
long hair. So I'm gonna probably change your skin tone, and I'm gonna give you a scar across your face.
Okay.
Dude, I've already got that. Vistani is dark hair, brooding eyes, high cheekbones. You know.
Yeah. So you're gonna have light hair, right? Opposite of what you currently have, like not
Dude.
long and.
Make me fat. Everybody always pities the fat dude. Please make me fat.
I can't change your body size. I can only change your face. Are you gonna be a fat face like?
Hell
skinny?
yeah. Give me goiter out to here, dude. Tell me I'm looking for a doctor. Something.
And
Damn.
Rogar's gonna look over at Nico and he's gonna say, "All this time I thought you were a girl. I had no idea. I had no idea."
That's such a
Okay,
sick,
okay,
That's
and
such
so
a sick
you're-
burn. I'm gonna give you
And so
inspiration.
I'm
That
gonna
was such a
no,
sick
I'm
burn.
gonna wait. I'm gonna point back to him and say, "Oh, but you're the one that lays eggs."
Oh, I want to give you inspiration too, but I'm not going to because I just gave it to you. All right. Wow. Okay.
My egg-laying friend thinks I look like a girl, but I do not pop chicken shit out of my butt like he does. Let's go. I am a fat face and a fat neck. Thank
You
you.
do. You got the little like bullfrog looking look going. You have to replenish that every minute, Disdain. And there'll be like a moment where it drops, so you got to be mindful about that. As you guys get closer, you see these wolf heads that have been impaled, and they do look like normal wolf heads, but normal for Barovia, which you've now faced these wolves a few times. They're bigger, they're more vicious looking, but there's dozens of these wolf heads on spikes all around the city, and some of the spikes actually have a flyer attached to it, and the flyer says, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendants and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well, the Baron."
And
And
snipping tool.
what's that?
Snipping tool. I'm getting faster at taking notes.
hmm And so you guys see though that there's some of those flyers laying on the ground, almost like they were posted for a while and they fell. And there's some new flyers that have been posted around the gate as you get closer. And this flyer says, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Attendants and children required, rain or shine. All will be well, the Baron."
I cast minor illusion right now.
So it's fresh as you guys get up to the gate, and there's these two younger guys. They have pikes and some, splint mail armor on. And as you approach, a few other guards come running up and say, "What the hell was that? Why are you whistling? It's early morning. What is going on?" And then as soon as they see Rogar and Disdain, they all like stand up and pull their pikes out. And the one that you perceive might be the captain or the leader, he says, "What's your business in Vallaki, strangers?"
Oh, hold. We mean no harm. We're just here on a mission to go and explore your wondrous city. We are just fellow adventurers. We mean absolutely no harm to you.
Give me a persuasion roll, because I don't think you're trying to deceive them, right?
No, I'm not. Do I have persuasion?
Hope so.
No, you don't.
Roll at disadvantage then.
Yeah, I had charisma, so
Yeah, I do. Let's hope.
And the deal with the bardic inspiration is I can give him that without knowing the outcome of his dice roll.
Yeah,
I can do it after I see it, but not knowing what the outcome is.
you actually have to declare it before. So
Oh,
you won't be able
okay.
to help him
He's
with
good
this
then.
one.
He's good then.
No,
All right,
he rolled
I'm
a 5 and
learning.
a 9,
Hey,
and he rolled
just stay-
disadvantage, so 5
shit.
plus his charisma.
So 4, 9.
Cool. I'm gonna roll an opposing roll.
Should have went
maybe he'll roll a
deception.
1.
Should have went deception.
Rolls a 3.
Oh,
Good.
shit.
All right, hey,
goes-
but that's good.
He goes, "Well, be that as it may, and you certainly don't seem like the type that are here to stir up trouble. We have specific rules about adventurers coming to our village and our city, and you must come here under specific business. You can't just pass through. It's we don't always know how adventurers fall with the lord of the land, and the baron wants to make sure he doesn't offend Strahd unnecessarily, and there's a whole set of rules we have to follow as gate guards, and you're just going to have to wait here for a few hours while we go fetch the baron and figure out what to do with you. So just go make
Nico's
yourself
gonna-
comfortable."
Nico's going to step forward with
Minor
his
illusion.
newly gorgered look. Yeah, Nico's going to step forward with his newly gorgered look around his throat, and he's going to be, "Now look here, man!" And he's even changed his voice to be more insistent, British, and impatient. He's going to say, "I will tell you right now that these men are helping me through this lands. We are studying the cities and how they coexist with this Baron of yours. Who is this that you call Baron?"
Baron Vargas, of course. He's the
"Baron
ruler of the-
Vargas. Very well. I will meet him. I will meet him right now, and you will tell me where he resides." And I'm using this as a persuasion.
All right, roll it. Okay, pretty persuasive. He goes, we had no idea that's what you were about, sir. He goes, um, is the Baron even awake? And the other guy goes, well, the jamboree did go really late last night, and you know he likes to sleep in. Um,
I'm going to hold up my hand. I'm going to say, it doesn't matter. As long as you tell me where he resides, we will respect him and come back in the welcoming hours of the morning. That's fine.
I mean, should we just let him in and maybe
We
follow
are
him?
on official business unless you want to remain as the armpit of the world. Let us write more about your city.
That's an intimidation, sir. Let's roll an intimidation.
That's fine.
He's
I can
got
do
it.
that too. I can
Minor
do
illusion. Gonna keep sprinkling them in.
it. Hey, very nice, dude. Very
Do
nice.
you have like a stopwatch, Disdain?
Don't
I
let
do
those
actually.
sunders fall off, bro. You gotta keep those sunders up.
Yeah.
There it is, dude. Come on, baby.
Okay. All right. He goes, hey, we all got off to a wrong foot. I don't want any trouble. When you talk to the Baron, tell him that we were friendly to you. Don't say anything bad about our city. I know the Baron cares about that sort of thing, so just don't cause any trouble, and all will be well, as the Baron always says. You may enter.
I'm gonna, as we all walk by, I'm gonna use my mage hand on the captain to make him drop his weapon to the ground, just to look embarrassed.
Give me a.
Please let me
Give
do
me-
this. It's awesome.
I'm gonna give you a dex. Give me a sleight of hand roll.
Oh shit! I don't have sleight of hand, dude. That's
Then roll at disadvantage.
it's mage hand, dude. It's a
It's
cantrip mage hand.
Hey, look. First of all, I'm not even supposed to let you do this unless you're an arcane trickster. But I like it, so I'm gonna let you try
Oh
it.
shit!
But you're gonna
Okay,
roll at
all right, let's do
disadvantage
it.
because this ain't your skill set.
Damn it, dude. That's awesome, though. Hey, it's a good idea. I'm going to use inspiration. This has got to go down.
Really? Really? This is what you. Okay. God, the idiot.
Minor illusion.
Minor
So what-
illusion.
So what now?
Wait. So what did you roll? You rolled an 8 and a 9.
I didn't roll shit yet because I'm
Oh,
using
roll it.
advantage.
Well,
I'm
then roll
using
it.
the
Roll
I'm
2d20, and we'll take the higher of the two, and add your
Sleight of hand modifier, which is
dex.
which is none. Which
It's
is none.
using.
Wait, no, it's not. Is it?
Sleight of hand's a dexterity roll, but you don't have it.
since-
So here's the deal. You
Okay.
don't have it, so you're rolling at disadvantage. But you're using an inspiration.
So you get to
which
roll
It
is
one
says
die.
without the
no.
disadvantage.
Listen.
So
but
it's
my
a
sheet
straight
says it's-
D20
I don't have it. It says it's +4 though. How is that possible?
because what's your dexterity?
Yeah, it's really high. It's
That's why.
16.
So you get the +3 with dexterity. So it's D20 +3.
I think it's +4 because of his jack of all
It's plus-
trades.
It is jack of all
There you
trades.
go.
It's +4.
Okay, thanks for catching that. All right, so it's
Okay.
it's 1d20 +4, but you burn an inspiration to do it.
I don't know why this is so important to you. Jesus.
So your like ethereal hand appears and it starts to smack it smacks the pike, but he holds on to it. Now I'm gonna roll a perception to see if he saw the magic.
So
Okay,
stupid.
cool. That's fine.
We're gonna fight these idiots right here and now.
Motherfucker.
Oh
He
my
says,
god!
"What was that? What? Which of you did that?" And all the guards pull their pikes out and start to encircle you guys to say, "Who's casting magic on city guards?" And they look at the group and they actually look at Disdain. And the one goes, "He looks like one of those spellcasters. Arrest him!" And they all move in to arrest you.
And I'm going to say, no. It was me, but you do not need to arrest us. I thought about playing games. You know, that's what I do. I play games.
Give me a deception roll.
It's a persuasion roll.
That's fair. Persuasion. You were just playing around. So give me persuasion.
Weezen, I need you. Wait, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. That was +9 on that.
Okay.
Weezen, you need to grow a pair, dude.
So if it's +9, it's 24 then. So okay, so he goes.
I was only playing.
Let me tell you something right now, sir. You don't play those sort of games in Vallaki or you die. So I don't want to hear anything else about spell casting on citizens or guards while you're here. You're officially forbidden from casting any spells the rest of the time you're here. And I'll make sure the Baron knows it too.
I reached
I
behind my back
understand.
and cast minor illusion right then.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I gotta keep it going.
It's a cantrip,
Thank you, sir.
so-
I am so grateful that you have given us this bounty of merciful friendship. Can I at least pay you 5 gold for your trouble?
You can pay me 50 gold for the fine.
I don't think so. There will not be a fine. We'll go right here.
He goes, you can spend the 50 gold on a fine, or you and your friends could go to the jail. And like the half a dozen guards all sort of like square their shoulders and pull
Dude,
their pikes up.
this is. I offered him 5 gold and he takes 50.
This is your stupidness. Pay up, Phyllis. That's what I say.
Weezen,
Hey,
you can
I gave
absolutely
you-
suck one, dude. Absolutely suck one, Weezen. Get in there, get in front, and start fucking smiting. Let's go.
Irina says, we can't walk into the city swinging our blades. Like, this is a terrible idea.
Dude, he already told that. I'm so confused right now because he already said we could go. And I offered to pay him for his trouble, and he offered to extort me.
He let you go.
You put an
And you
idea
used
in his
mage hand to try to smack his hand out of his weapon,
Yeah.
which they
And I
then
passed-
perceived as an assault.
Yeah, and
They
I
were going to
passed
arrest Disdain. You jumped in, confessed that you did it. He said, don't do that shit again.
no more smells.
He was going to fine you, but before I could say that, you said, oh, I'm going to give you the 5 gold. And then that's when I was like, he's like, no, I want the 50 gold.
No, dude, I can't agree. Dude, I rolled a 24 on his persuasion.
Which kept
check.
him
That's why
from
you're not in
erasing
cuffs.
Disdain.
Yeah.
I'll give the asshole 50 gold. Fuck all y'all, dude.
He says, all right then. Hopefully you've learned a lesson.
Yeah, dude. Hey, we can still cast
Minor illusion
spells.
behind my back.
We can still cast spells. Fucker.
And they send you on.
What, dude? We got to come back for them. My business is not done with them.
You can
I'm
come
gonna
back to
tell
them
you
on
right
your
now.
own time.
Dude, I'm subtracting 50 gold from my sheet right now, and I'm telling you, I'm not leaving without it. All right, sounds good. Let's get it. What was his?
100% your
Hey,
fault.
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
All right. We stroll into the city. Go on ahead,
You
Rocky.
do.
He's an
You got-
extortioner, dude.
You guys stroll into the city. And what you're kind of surprised by the city is that it's not kind of as bleak as Barovia was. There's a little more commerce going on. There's these stands where fresh baked bread and hunks of meat are being traded. There's children playing in the street. There's a well. Pretty active commerce seems to be in the city, though things are still a little bleak compared to what you know in Faerun. You do see all over the city those flyers about the Blazing Sun Festival that's coming up. You see some people pulling down the Wolf's Head Jamboree flyers, and it looks like decorations are being taken down from whatever celebration might have happened the night before. Enos is pissed he left.
All right, so
Go ahead, Zach.
well, I suppose at this point our first order of business would be finding direction, since I guess the Baron isn't up yet. So, in my experience, generally the best place to start looking for anything is at a tavern. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I was gonna say that, or like a town center thing. How we had to check in last city.
Something like that too. Yeah.
So, what do we see? Do we see anything tavern?
I mean,
Is there
there's a
a-
couple.
bulletin board kind of thing anywhere?
There's not a bulletin board, but as you guys are moving through, I mean, you see there's like a couple taverns, but they look really small, really dingy. Not really anybody even in them at this point. They're not like inns and taverns; they're more just taverns, and it's still pretty early in the morning. Um, Streets mainly populated with like older people, like just people out buying their bread for the day or whatever.
Um,
Um,
do we see how do I put this? Do we see all the colors of the rainbow here? In other words, are there more than humans here?
it's pretty much all human as far as you can
Okay.
see. Um,
Okay.
yeah, they're looking at you in disdain, like what the heck? Like they're like really like giving you guys the stare
Yeah.
down as you walk by.
Better or worse than the village of Barovia?
About the same.
Okay.
About the same. You get the feeling like they know that your kind exists and maybe have seen and interacted with your kind before, but you're not a daily sight.
Okay.
Does anybody have any extra sausages from time before? We can just
Yeah.
give those out as peace treaties.
I have 12. Yeah.
Let's just feed those to everybody that gives us hateful looks.
Okay. So you said there's a couple of dingy taverns, but nothing of relevance.
Yeah, nothing that seemed to have anybody in it at this time in the morning. As you guys are walking and you're kind of looking for a tavern, you pass this storefront and it has a big B on it, and the window is filled with toys, which is a really weird thing to see. But as you get close to it, one of the toys, a stuffed monkey, actually screeches at everyone and then jumps away from the window.
Holy hell, that's creepy as hell. That is creepy. But it's my task. Doc, what were we gonna say?
Do you guys remember the Taraka reading?
Of course. What do you
Oh.
think, Dr. Ernest?
We've been Vallaki, what, 5 minutes now? And we've already... this... I had suspicions about Madame Eva, Nico, but now I'm beginning to believe.
Oh, I true believer now. How wonderful. And you're all just mocking me at the gates when I was trying to fuck around with the guards. Trust me, I will be back with that man. But no. I haven't forgotten about my gold, and I have not forgotten about the monkey, and I most certainly have not forgotten about the charge Mother Eva has given us. Everything she said was true, and I am to follow it. The monkey and the man was my charge, was it not?
I believe that was your Taraka reading, yes.
It was my Taraka. We have to get that monkey or follow him to where his master is. Let's go!
Wondering if it might just be the person who runs this shop. I mean, entertaining man, toy maker.
Thank you, disdain, but that was a legitimate monkey. It was not a toy. Nobody was winding his ass. That monkey stood up, hacked at us, and was gone. We've got to find that monkey.
Nico,
Where did he
I
go?
was casting minor illusion on you.
Thank you, disdain. Keep it up. Keep it up, but then do not burn all your spell slots, man.
No, it's a cantrip. I can keep going
Okay.
on you consistently. We're good.
Then
That's
open
why I
it
said
up like a...
Every time you
What
take a
the fuck?
bong hit, that's minor illusion.
Oh,
No.
shit. I'm going to be fucked by
listen.
the end.
Listen, let's not get too crazy here. Let us just keep giving the fat face with the Gorder effect that seems to get much sympathy. Except when fucking fat guardsmen take my gold. I'm still pissed. But let's go.
You go into the shop.
I want to. Can you guys go with me to find the monkey and the man?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand outside, but you three can go.
Oh, no.
So Rogar takes point outside while everybody else walks inside.
I don't think the doorway's big enough for me. That's
Yeah,
what
you
my
can bend
opinion.
down to get in, but yeah, it's fine. You stay out in the street, guarding the door. You walk into this very, very packed shop. I mean, there are toys just like on every shelf, just jammed together, almost falling on the ground, piles of toys on the ground, bins filled with toys. I mean, dolls and doll houses and little contraptions and all sorts of things. Almost like sensory overload to walk in, and they all look handmade. And as soon as you walk in, you hear a screech, and you look and watch as this white-faced monkey runs up the counter and jumps and lands on this overweight man wearing a jester cap's shoulder, and sort of like hides behind his head. And the man looks up and says, "Oh, Enos, we have customers! Wonderful! Welcome! Welcome to Blinsky's toy shop! If it's not a Blinsky, it's not a fun!"
Did you just name his monkey Enos, dude?
Yeah.
I don't need a minute, dude.
Bravo.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay.
Oh my god.
Can you, because you had me at, yeah, dude, everything after Enos was just cut off because I was in shock. What else did he say?
He said,
Enos.
"If it's not a Blinsky, it's not fun! Welcome to Blinsky's!
Blinsky's. Love it.
Are
Okay.
you here to shop for a little girl or a little boy who wants to have fun?"
Dude. Mr. Blinsky, it is so great to meet your acquaintance, sir. I am Nico Tirana. I am at your service.
"It's nice to meet you, Nico. I am Blinsky. This is Enos. This is our shop."
What a marvelous shop you have, so full of wonder and toys. I must say, this is the first shop of its kind that we as travelers have seen. What do you do here? Do you actually have customers in this bleak land to sell these devices to?
I do have customers. I wish I sold to more boys and girls, but I normally only sell to the Baron and Isaac, his bodyguard. But they pay me enough that I can keep the shop running. And one day, the boys and girls of Vallaki, their parents will have enough money to come buy the toys from Blinsky.
What a wonderful explanation, Blinsky. It is awesome, and I must say that your monkey's name that you have named him, Enos, is probably one of the greatest names I've ever heard.
He likes
No,
it.
they're
He's
not.
a very brave monkey. He always
Yes.
charges in to any situation very bravely.
He is very brave, obviously, sir. I can. I have nothing
This
for
is-
this guy, dude.
this is
Dude,
so meta.
took
This
me
is so-
completely, dude. I completely by surprise. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Okay, out
We're
of
in a
character,
toy
what are we
shop
looking
with
for
a
again?
monkey.
What are we looking for that's yours? Like it's
Hold on.
You're looking for an ally, so you need to chum
Yeah,
up this guy
so-
and his buddy Enos.
He's not
He's
who he
gonna-
seems. He's not who he seems. He's got a monkey.
so he's not an idiot.
Blinsky. Nico's going to step up. Blinsky, have you always studied the art of toys and trade?
Oh, I am so glad you asked us such a question of Blinsky.
You're so good, obviously.
He says, no one else in all the land of Barovia studies toys and toy making like a Blinsky. It is because of Blinsky he found the works of a great toy maker, a wonderful toy maker named Fritz van Weerg, W-E-E-R-G. And in his notes, I learned the secrets of toy making. And did you know that Fritz van Weerg made the greatest toy of all time? And he's like, almost like, he seems like super excited you asked him this specific question, which kudos to you for asking it.
Why did you stop at this point? Come out with it, man. I have to know who this toy maker is.
He like looks around all conspiratorially, and Enos looks around all conspiratorially with him, and he
Fucking
leans
monkey.
in and he whispers. He says, "He made a toy man, a real toy man. Can you believe such a thing?"
Okay, so he made a toy man. That's really good because there are dolls and things that I see all over your shop. Is this the same thing that he made, or is this something different?
Blinsky does not have the notes of Van Wieg's toy man, only his thoughts. I have heard rumors too from the tailor that Count Strahd has such a toy man in Castle Ravenloft. I would very much like to see this man, but I am too scared to go to Castle Ravenloft. I am a simple toy maker. I am not welcome in such a place of such an important man as Count Strahd, but I would love to see and know about such a wonderful device as a toy man. Um, but she says that he is there. She has seen him.
And when you say moves and acts on its own, would it almost has its own mind?
Yes, yes, my horned friend. He has his own life. He is the greatest toy. He is a toy. Do you remember when you were little boys and you had the toy that you played with, and in your mind you knew its name, you knew its history, you played with it, but in a way, it was living in your hands and in your imagination. The toy man is the ultimate toy. He is a toy that has a soul and it lives. And Van Weerg found the way to make such a toy. My dolls are just doors and machines and mechanisms, but the toy man, he is a real being like you and me. An Enos! And Enos just sort of like hisses a little bit.
But from your knowledge, do you know if it changes per its boy and girl? Would it have different thoughts?
I do not know. I have never considered such a question.
Fritz von Weird, you said that this is like a man that you aspire to accomplish his same works. Fritz von Weird, is he still alive? Is he here?
Sadly, no, my friend. He has been dead hundreds of years, but I found his notes and I built my shop based on his notes.
Except for the torn man. Except for the torn man, and the torn man was in the keep.
He is in Castle Ravenloft,
Castle Ravenloft.
according to the tailor. I
Where
would
can we
very
find
much
this
like to
tailor?
see such a man. Oh, her shop is near the town square, but she only takes clients that have been recommended by members of the noble family. Uh, she would not take people walking off the street.
How can we get an audience with this person? How can we get to talk to her?
You would need a member of nobility to recommend you, someone like the Baron or Lady Wachter or Lord Vasily. Someone of that nature would have to introduce you to the tailor.
And the tailor, it is a she, yes?
Yes,
She has a name?
she insists that everyone calls her the tailor, and she is old and no one remembers her original name.
Do you know anything about the horseless carriage that takes her to Strahd?
It is It is Strahd's carriage. He is a powerful wizard, so it is said. Though some say he is a devil. And he like looks around and Enos goes, ah, like covers its face. He says, I do not know these things. He is lord of this land. There are some like Lady Wachter who say he is a great man. There are some like Lord Vasily who say he is a devil. The Baron, he seems to sort of be doing both. I don't know. Who is to say? I am a toy maker. I cannot speak on such things.
So you're telling me for your entire life you pursued the passion of toy making. You've done nothing else.
Yes, my friend, this has been my whole life.
If we happen to be visiting the Baron at any point, would you have anything that you want delivered to him?
Ah, you have, of course, yes, he is actually the Baron. He pays me to create the decorations for his festivals, so I actually have this package for him, and he goes and he pulls this package out from beneath the counter, and he slaps it on, and it looks like a bunch of really shiny filament, like ribbons, that's golden filaments. He says, I believe his wife is creating a sun or something that will be in the center of the festival, and uh, he's paid me good gold to make this for him. If it was not for him and Isaac, I would have to close down, unfortunately. Which reminds me, would you like to buy a toy?
Actually, I have a question about that. Sorry, I'll have to review the footage later about everything that happened because my internet cut out. But um, you mentioned that you sell toys for children, preferably. Are you able to do deliveries outside the village by chance?
I personally have never been out of Vallaki, so no, I would not want to leave.
We actually knew a little girl over in the village of Barovia who recently lost her father. I was wondering
Oh,
if
that is so sad. You can have one of the dolls. If you ever find your way back, take it to her. I have extras that Isaac did not think matched. It doesn't matter. He describes what the dolls should look like, and I make them. I don't ask him why, but the extras, the ones he rejects, are on the shelves over there, and I sell them cheaply. But you may have one. And you turn Dr. Crawford, and there's these like this whole row of sort of auburn-haired female dolls. And give me a insight or perception, whichever one you have.
Can I give him a bardic inspiration here?
You didn't declare it beforehand, so no.
Alright, yeah, I gotta reload roll 20. I'm sorry, my freaking
Oh, no worries.
just
Take your time.
completely died on me.
No rush. It gives me time to pour some more whiskey, so we're good.
So I basically walk back in the middle of a conversation. It sounds like he's asking us to find some toy that's alive in Castle Ravenloft, was it?
Basically.
Made by Van
Yeah,
Brant.
a toy man that also has obviously the powers of telekinesis. He can move shit.
That is okay. Okay, so insight or perception, you said was the other option.
Perception or insight, whichever one you're better at.
All right, let's perception.
Both would give you something different, but yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So when you pick up this female doll, you see Irina. She's like browsing the shelves and stuff. And as you're holding this doll, you look at the doll, and you look at Irina, and you look at the doll, and you look at Irina, and the doll looks like a hell of a lot like Irina.
That's. Oh my god. Blinsky, are you sure you don't want me? You sure you okay with me just taking this? You don't want me to pay for it? Like, I don't mind.
You say it's for a little girl who lost her father.
Yeah.
I like to just give it to the little girl.
Okay. Thank you. And I'll. I guess I'll take the doll. Do you? You wouldn't have it. What exactly gives you your inspiration as far as how you design your toys here? Like,
All of my toys come from my inspiration of the land. And as he says that, you guys are like finally kind of turn around. You start looking at the toys. They're interesting. You see a headless doll that has a sack filled with heads. You see a miniature gallows that has a trap door and a hanged man. You see a set of wooden nesting dolls. The smaller each one gets, the older it gets, until the innermost doll is just a mummified corpse. You see wooden string with a mobile of bats flapping with their wings. You see a wind-up merry-go-round with figures of snarling wolves chasing children. instead of prancing horses. And you see a ventriloquist dummy that actually looks like Count Strahd. And of course, you see the doll that looks like Irina. And then there's more mundane looking toys and stuff too. He says, but the doll that you just selected, um, that is no inspiration. Isaac, once a week he comes, he has me make a doll. He describes a woman from his dreams. I make the doll based on description. I don't ask questions. He gets angry if I don't do it right. It's a bad ordeal, but I make the doll every week. Isaac, you never want to make Isaac mad. You never want to make Isaac mad.
Thank you for the advice. Who's Isaac?
He
Son of
is the
Baron.
Baron's bodyguard and head of the guards of the city. He is a very dangerous man with an arm that looks very strange. It's no fun.
That,
It's no Blinsky. It's no fun.
thank you for the advice. That's we didn't know that. Now we do. Thank you.
Yes, you seem very nice men. I don't want you to get hurt. So Irina comes walking up and she's holding like a little paddle with a string and a ball attached. She says, "Well, how much for this, sir?" And as soon as he sees her, he takes a gasp, and then Enos the monkey goes "Ah!" and takes a gasp too. He says, "My dear, you look like the dolls I make. I." He looks at the group. He grabs Nico, pulls Nico aside. He says, "My friend, you said your name was Nico?
Yes, Nico, I am at your service. Be careful, sir.
Protect this girl. I think Isaac dreams of her. I worry what would happen if he saw her."
I'm gonna say. So, do you feel that Isaac is a dangerous man? Yes.
Isaac, I knew him when he was but a boy. Wolves tore his arm off in the forest. His sister ran away, and he was trying to find her. And the wolves, they tore his arm off and killed his parents. And he lived in the streets, and he became a very bad boy. Not the type to play with toys, the type that played with knives and other weapons. And he was a very dangerous boy until the Baron adopted him. And the Baron brought him into his home and raised him up. And for a long time, he was a very vicious man with one arm, but a very strong and vicious man. And then one day, I swear to you, I cannot make these things up. He came into the village square, and instead of a stump, he had a great muscled demonic arm with flame flowing from its palm. And he incinerated a man who had spoke ill of the Baron. And since then we all fear him. He is not a man to anger. You must keep your friend, this woman, from him. I fear if he sees her that he will want her. He dreams of her."
Thank you so much for the advice. What would you tell us about Lord Vasily?
Lord Vasily? He's
Yes.
the most wonderful man in all. Perhaps, Father Lucian of the Church of Lathander is the only other man who is greater than Vasily. But Vasily is a good man, a man who takes care of children and he protects the weak. That is a good man.
Did Vasily order the erection of all of these walls protecting this village of Vallaki
No,
with wolf heads at the top?
that is the Baron. The Baron believes in festivals and in celebrations. He believes if you keep everyone happy, then evil cannot enter the city.
Oh, he is an emotional leader then. I understand his type.
He is an
However,
interesting man.
I still am I am struggling with what inspires you. From what I've heard, there is only fear and intimidation, and this is certainly not what I want to impress upon you tonight. How can we get you to tell us your true life story?
My story? I will happily
Yes.
tell you my story, my friend. I was born in Vallaki. I made a toy shop. I found the notebooks of Van Weirg. I made wonderful toys. I love putting smiles on everyone's faces. If it's not Blinsky, it's not fun.
God,
That's what I always say.
dude, that tagline cannot please confer with my group.
Yeah.
Can I please confirm that? Can anybody detect if this guy is constantly lying to us? Please. Does
You want me
anybody
to
have
do
that
an insight
ability?
check on him?
Please.
Okay.
Like God, that dude,
You can certainly try.
please. Ah,
Roll 1d20 plus, I think it's 5 now.
he's lying, dude. He knows more. He is more.
He's
I'm
giving us
looking this
more.
up.
I don't know
Has anybody asked about Lady Voctor yet?
who.
No.
No.
So you roll a 23 for what is that perception?
Insight.
Insight is
Insight.
plus 5.
To see if he's telling the truth.
24.
That's a great roll. Dude, this guy seems super sincere and legit.
Shit. That's a great roll. Thank you for that assurance of mind. I love it.
All right, so we're not getting stabbed in the back by the guy in the clown hat. Okay, all
That's right. And the monkey named Enos. Shit, dude.
right. Okay. He said his name was Blinsky?
Blinsky.
Blinsky.
Blinsky. I guess one last question from me, I guess. You would happen to know a Lady Voctor around Vallaki, would you?
I know old lady Voctor. She is, you know.
I know.
Yeah, you know. She's no fun. She no Blinsky.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, now I know.
I love it, dude. I love that. God, I wish we could give DM inspiration, but that would just end up with us getting killed.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, that would be bad.
She's not scary, though, right? She's just no fun?
Lady Voctor, old lady, money. She doesn't buy toys. I hear little stories. I am no gossip. I don't want to tell.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so Nick is going to step up and say, just if you were to say one story, hey, so about Lady Voctor, what would it be? And I'm doing this in a very persuasive manner.
Then let's roll some persuasion.
Okay, let's get it. Come on, baby.
Good.
Just one story. Just one
Okay.
story.
Maybe
Humorous.
one story.
Okay.
Stories are fun. Blinsky is fun. Okay, I
Very
trust.
good. It is fun. If it's not Blinsky, it's not
I
fun.
hear a story, and he says Enos, earmuffs, and Enos goes, "Meh," and like puts his hands.
Holy
on
shit,
He
dude.
goes,
That is ridiculous.
I hear that the Lady Water has the parties at her house, where everybody gets naked. He starts laughing.
And
doesn't
Nico's
sound
going to
like
step in
any
and say,
fun.
and I'm still waiting for the bad part.
It's
Blinsky.
bad. You don't get naked in front of other people.
Unless you're there to party, yes.
Blinsky does not party like
Blinsky
that.
does not party. I thought it was if it wasn't Blinsky.
I
it was not fun.
make Enos hide his eyes when I take a bath. He goes, Enos, I would bath time, and then Enos goes, oh, and like puts his hands over his eyes.
And then he washes you.
No, I don't make my monkey wash me. That would be weird.
A monkey has dignities. And I'm going to pat Blinsky on the back.
I got
Monkey-
one more question for you, Blitzky. You briefly mentioned when we were talking about Lord Vasily and how much you thought he was such a good guy, that this Father Luthen,
Lucian, yeah, Lucian, Father Lucian.
can you tell me more about him?
He is priest of the village. He He's in the old church of Lathander, the Morning Lord. He cares about everyone. He's a good man. He adopts orphans. His sister is the Baroness. She married the Baron, but I don't think they talk very much anymore. Um, but he's a good man. A very good man. I love Father Lucian. He's a good man. Not fun. He's serious about what he do, but he's a good man.
Has there been anything that has rumors or naysayings that have ever stuck to him and maybe been flooded off in the past, but anything brought up
Oh,
ever?
I've never heard a single bad thing said about Father Lucian.
Nico's going to step up. And the takeaway from all of this is that Isaac, the man with the flaming arm who can incinerate the man who slurs Lord Strahd van Sarovich, he belongs to the
Baron
tailor,
Vargas. He serves the Baron Vargas.
Belvar,
Baron
Baron Vargas.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Baron Vargas. So Baron Vargas is not someone you want to be on the bad side of.
Oh no, Baron Vargas will put you in stockades if you speak ill of him or the festivals. He is not. The Baron is a sensitive man. Please don't say that I said that, please.
Oh,
I
don't
do not
worry.
want to be in stockades. Stockades is no fun, and no fun is no Blinsky. Please.
We saw the stockades guy as we walked in. Like we wouldn't
Yes.
do that to you, Blinsky. We like you. You seem like a great, upstanding
Yes.
young man.
Do you know anything about this man Ernst that has recently been put in stockades? He has 8 kids supposedly.
Ernst has no kids. Ernst is the town drunk.
Hmm.
He's a fisherman who catches no fish. Well, no one catches fish anymore, but that's nothing.
And they
No.
almost gave him a drink of water. His mouth was almost going to be on the same flask that my mouth has been upon. It would almost be like once he drank of it, it would be like almost we had kissed. So I'm glad I did not give it to him. Instead, Dr. Crawford gave it to him. So I'm so happy.
If only someone could create a device that would keep the lips from the catine, it would
Some
be
sort of
wonderful.
filter.
I heard
Yes,
Archmage Tensor mention that one point.
some sort of filter.
I should work
you
on
know.
this. And he like pulls
Yes.
a notepad out and starts scribbling notes down.
And also, not that it's more important, but also if you could find a man whose head is in a fixed position, like in a stockade, and a water flask was offered to him, and he could not turn his head up, if there was a way to get some fluid from the flask into his lips and mouth, that would be awesome as well.
I will work on this. This is a wonderful project, my friends. He starts
The
scribbling
Blinsky.
notes. Yeah.
Like I said, I am
But
Nico
could I make
at
it
your
fun?
service.
I can imagine a tube, but what if the tube was crazy and it went all over the place? That would
And
be
it made
fun.
little mouse ears. I get it.
Oh,
I get
it would be
Blinsky.
fun. It would be
Yeah.
Blinsky then. He starts
If it
making all
is
these
not
notes.
Blinsky, it is
It's
not
no fun.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Blinsky. You've been a great source of information, and I love you, monkey.
Blinsky's the shit, dude.
And
Oh,
I
and
will
I
no
must say,
longer eat monkeys.
hey, Blinsky, why did you name your monkey Enos? Was
I
that
don't
your?
know. I looked at him. He was acting crazy. I said, "He's a Enos." It just came to me.
That's so marvelous. I cannot
I
cannot
wanted to
commend
name
you
him.
enough.
I wanted to name him Penis McFerret, but I knew the Baron would not allow it. So I named him Enos McFerret, and then I dropped it McFerret. It's too much to say. So it's just Enos now.
Oh, dude, I applaud you, sir. It is such a wonderful name. Thank
He's
you
a
for
very good
entertaining
monkey. I
us.
love him very much.
He is good. He will do exactly how he is told, and sometimes
A
not.
very loyal
And
monkey.
it is okay.
And even when he does not do what he's supposed to, you still trust him. You know he's got a good heart.
Nico's out, dude. I am convinced because we did have a very hefty insight roll against this guy to see if he's lying. I believe everything he's saying. I think he's just a dumb jester with a monkey named Enos who's possibly dumber, but not necessarily. But Nico's satisfied. How do y'all
So are
feel?
we going to share any of this information with Rogar? Because it's a lot of information. I don't
Oh,
know
dude,
what's going on.
Rogar's not even here, right?
No.
Holy
He's
shit.
He's been
bodyguarding
outside,
the
and I don't think he
entrance, yeah.
believes the whole Tarota reading thing anyway. So
Dude, very noble of him.
So, did anything happen to Rogar while we were in there?
Nope. People are looking at him as they walk by, but
I'm going to come out and say, hey, the monkey's name is Enos. It's very wonderful. And I'm going to keep going.
I'm gonna say that's a stupid name.
And I'm going to turn her, I'm going to spin on one heel and say, Rogar is a cool name. Enos is not this good, but you did not need to pass judgment. Carry on.
Yeah, Roger is just gonna say, sorry to the group. He just he didn't have a lot of toys in his childhood, so he just didn't feel comfortable going in.
Dude, that breaks my heart. That is awesome.
oh, I like. You know
That is-
what? That was
that is
simple,
awesome.
but that was powerful. I'm gonna give you inspiration.
That is
was
awesome.
Cool. That was cool. All right.
That's awesome.
So you guys are back together outside the shop. I want to take a quick little bio break, and we'll come back and see what you guys do next.
It's flipping Blinsky.
So we got a package of stuff for the Baron, and we got a doll that looks like Irina, and we got a warning to stay the F away from Isaac. Okay.
And I also got
And
information about
Lady
my,
Voctor. Lady
I
Voctor
also-
is no fun.
Well, she's no Blinsky, but
and Lord Vasily is one of the best guys.
Vasily is
Yeah.
worth dude. Zoc, we don't have to say, hey, Vasily, we heard you're a good dude. Here's Irina. Good luck.
So
But we can at least meet with him and like check him out a little bit.
So I want to say just one thing that was giving me the odd look. Why? Because who was his best person in comparison to that guy was Father Lucian. Father Lucian sounds like the guy that has my amulet, which is the Holy Man. But the Holy Man, his holiness is not what it seems, right?
Yes.
And if his sister is the Baron, like the Baroness married, that like where does that come from? So it may be a jaded view, just stating that it could be that continual honeypot that you're saying, Zoc.
okay, so
I get it.
If you guys want to check out Vasily, fine, but can we at least do it after we get Irina safely to Lady Voctor? Because, like,
Dude,
if anything, if we learned anything from your incident at the gates, it's that role-playing badly in this campaign has consequences. And Strahd explicitly said, don't have her come into contact with Vasily von Holt. So there's basically only two people on my list that she shouldn't come into contact with right now. That's Vasily von Holt and now Isaac.
yeah, but of
Anybody
all
else
the
is fair
hey,
game.
listen, of all the things that Strahd has done in his past reincarnations of this woman, Irina, who he now sees as his current incarnation of his past love, has gone badly. So if there's one person that cannot call what needs to happen, it's Strahd. If it's the one person, Strahd cannot be in control of his own destiny, dude. At all. He is doomed. Unless another power interferes, another party, another power, another
I'm
course
with
of
Zoc.
events. Listen, Lady Voctor, dude, Lady Voctor cannot be okay. We can't say let's go talk to Vasily after we've delivered Irina to Voctor because we just don't fucking know the two groups, dude. I'm telling you, Strahd is acting on his dude. He's thinking with his dick right now, dude. He's like, I want this chick.
Which is why I think he won't hurt her.
No. It doesn't matter what Strahd does to her. It's what happens to her. That's the fucking thing, dude. That's what the thing is. Strahd is cursed. Just like in this land, Strahd is the land. The land's cursed. Strahd's cursed. Fuck all y'all. I'll still party with y'all, but we gotta get.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We gotta get all the information before we deliver anybody to anybody.
I will say this campaign, it was a test for friendship for some of us when we've been through it before.
You know what? Right now, there's about 4 people on my ignored list. Just 4. I'm gonna keep rolling with my DM, dude. I can't hear what any of y'all are saying. So when is the proper time, Rocky? Now that
Mhm.
we have just a minute, when's
Mhm.
the proper time to throw a bardic inspiration in? Because I really need to do better
So,
about buffing
so
the
what I would
party.
tell you, if I'm a bard, what I'm looking for are moments, right? So, like if I first enter a shop, let me give someone an inspiration because who knows what may happen here. When I first meet someone important, I might whisper, "Hey, I want to give this guy some inspiration," you know. So, like you have
Okay,
a limited amount of time, so you got to be
scene
strategic with
changes.
it.
Yeah, so it's 10
But
minutes
scene
per.
change it. Yep. So if you think you're about to enter into an interaction where you want to, and maybe it's more of an intimidation kind of situation, so you want to give that maybe to Rogar, right? Who's your heavy.
Yes.
Maybe it's more of a
Yes.
subtle thing, so you give Dr. Crawford a disdain because you want them to kind of guide, or yourself, because you want to guide that situation in a more diplomatic way. So that's up to
Yeah.
you, but but you want to declare it beforehand, not in the middle.
But
But you can
I
do it in
can
the middle. Like maybe you're interacting with guards, and then you
but
didn't do it in advance, and then halfway through you're like, this is. I need to inspire somebody to help work through this situation. So.
If you see somebody else start talking,
but
fucking
before
inspiration, you're right at the
but bef-
start to them.
but before the actual mention of a roll coming up,
Hmm.
that it's
Exactly.
got to happen before then. Okay,
You
it'd be
need to
like
have told
we're
me
about
that
to
you've
roll this
inspired them
way.
before.
Sounds good. That's it.
Yep.
Awesome.
And be ready, because sometimes if you say I inspire, I might say, well, how do you do that? Because if the situation's super tense,
Sure.
there may not be an opportunity. Like I want to, and if you can come up with something, great. But
Yep.
if you can't, then I may say, well, then it doesn't work.
Sounds good.
All right. So you guys walk out of Blinsky's shop with a lot of information that you didn't have before. You've met the man who owns a monkey. You walk out. Rogar's standing there. He's like not interested in going in and looking at the toys.
Yep.
And you guys can kind of move on from there.
I wish I
Um,
could. I wish I could retcon and give Rogar a toy that I like snatched that I grifted while I was in there. I wish I could, but all right, we're moving on.
all right. So where do you guys want to go?
I think there's much debate on this one.
Hey,
Yeah.
I think a neutral party would be Father Lucian.
You do see
I
a
think,
cathedral top sitting over the city.
but I think that we should take with Irina in our party. I think we should take her to meet with Vasily and Lady Voctor and Father Lucian. I think we need to do all three, man. I really do.
You
But
understand
not
that what you
necessarily.
just described is a rebellion against Strahd, right?
We can handle that when it happens, dude. I'm
Can
telling
we?
you.
I don't see
Yes,
a
we
sun sword
can,
in our
dude.
inventory.
It's not a sun sword. Do you just want to assault Ravenloft right now?
I want to assault Ravenloft, period. What the fuck
Okay,
are you
so-
on about?
Okay, listen. So all you want to do is just dwell underneath the mercies of Strahd and his curse that's fucking right up on him, his entire life and existence.
I want
You
to
wanna
explore
just-
the land, learn about it, and not have the Count kill us while I'm trying to do that.
You know that doing the same thing over and over is the very definition of insanity, expecting different results when you do the same things over and over. That's the very definition of insanity.
Okay. What am I doing
the-
now that
hey,
I've done before?
Okay, so at this point, we can all assess that Strahd is fucking insane with grief. Can we not? Constant reincarnations of his love, constant tragedies, constant lovers lost.
I think we're to. I think we roll.
Okay, that's fine. How do we
Let's
roll
do
and
it.
get past all this?
All right. So my suggestion is roll a 1 through 100, and if it's 51 or higher, we go Zock's way. If it's below 50, we go Enos's way. Does anybody agree or disagree with that?
I'm down. for
I
whatever at this
honestly
point.
feel like both you have very, very strong points. I will state that the whole fear of going exactly against Strahd with him directly stating that is something that's completely valid. But I do very much respect Enos's point on the sense of he is insane with grief. And yes, we have done things and he has done things to help us, but we have heard nothing but him. We haven't heard any good stories of people that have been on his side and been successful. Because as we just saw over at the other like at the old town, even when the guy did his best bet to do everything for him, Strahd just threw him under the bus. So I still don't have any faith that doing what he asks is going to get us where we need to be, but going against his
But it
will,
could get us killed.
It could, but there's not just 3 destinations we could do here. There's the tailor, and there's the Baron of this village. Rocky, what was the name of the Baron? I didn't write it down. Vargas. Yes, Baron Vargas. There's Baron Vargas and the tailor, who also have dealings with or without Strahd. We don't know. There's 5 freaking possible combos, 5 possible splits that we know of right now.
I truly believe that we should not be going and toting her around if we're doing that information.
I don't think she needs to be strolling through the city, especially with a crazy one-armed man.
Agreed.
In there.
Agreed.
So we need to magic her face, make her a bullfrog or whatever you did with Enos.
And I was going to think that we should find a store to dress Enos up more, to give him like a face cover and shit like that, so he can just kind of hide.
No, dude. Hey, dude.
Spend it on her.
I'm of the Naiad tribe. I've got a disguise kit in my inventory. Like, if we wanted me to be somebody else, it just takes time to prep. So,
all right. So Enos wants to see if it's. Could we? And this is maybe a Rocky question. Could we go to her, but not, or go to Vasily, but not have her with us when we talk to him?
Yeah. I mean, you just have to tell me what you do with her.
Like maybe go to an inn, get a room, and one of us stay with her in the room. Maybe I don't know.
It's D&D, bro. It's what you can imagine. So if that's the
dude,
that's the plan.
Dude, I think when I disguise somebody, it's for life, dude, until I decide otherwise. So I say Disdain continues to do his little lesser illusion on me, and I really make up Irina to look like absolutely somebody else. Wigs, dresses, whatever. Canker sores on her face, make her look like a leper, put her in a hotel room. Dude, I can make that happen. But like, we gotta come to some kind of agreement. And Zoc, for the record, I'm not saying we deliver her to Vasily. I say we need to like talk to people without getting killed. Okay, and I'm gonna be very passive. I will, and talking to all these people, and I'm gonna let you lead. That's the thing. It's like, if you're uncomfortable, we bail. But you've got
all. Need to lead. I'm just saying, if you're gonna lead, just don't lead us off a cliff. That's all.
Dude, I'm not fucking trying to lead us off a cliff. I'm trying to complete the fucking campaign. That's the thing. There are solutions in place that you guys. I guess nobody sees it but me. But there are solutions in place that we need to evaluate that no other party before us has done. They've either ended up as vampires or dead. Or worse. You know, that's what I'm saying. Is like, dude, Strahd is an unhinged fucking amalgamation of emotion. And if we don't do this right, and if we don't, dude, I'm telling you, Strahd, we need to bring Strahd closer, dude, and advise him and support him is where my mind's going. I don't think we need to like crush Strahd. I don't think we need to like overpower him, because you saw what he did with the mad wizard, dude. He just like they flew up in the air casting mad spells at each other, and then what happened? Strahd just ultimately appeared behind him, opened up his throat, and then rained blood on the freaking land, dude. We're obviously no match. So there's something else that's of import here. That's all I'm saying. Is like there's something else that we can interrupt the loop of tragedy in his life. That's all I'm getting at this point.
All I want to say on that point, Enos, you're correct. I do feel like that is a path eventually. I don't feel that
definitely not in the next 5 minutes.
No. My thing is that, like, and where my struggle is, I honestly think we need to do the dice roll, like Wiesen said, because I am still very stuck on where I want to go, whether it's Wagner or Vasily. Like, it's still back and forth. But I do want us to fully understand that Zoc is correct. Once we do that, our conversation with Strahd is going to become very, very far and few between if we go the Vasily route.
I don't think so. If we deliver Irina to Vasily, sure. If we make her up and disguise her, hide her away, and then go separately meet with Vasily, that might be different and might look different, and we can explain to him why we did that. But I want you to decide whatever these dice rolls decide for us. I will not resist one way or the other because I think we should go all the routes just to talk.
Yeah,
I
I want to
do-
talk to everybody.
That's
But
it.
I
That's all I'm
wanna
saying.
talk to-
I don't have a problem
Thank
with
you.
talking
Hey.
with Vasily. Just I do have a problem with talking with Vasily while she's with us. That's
Sure.
the thing. And,
Dude,
and honestly,
absolutely.
like as a player, if you guys really want to go that route, just fucking do it. It doesn't.
No, I
it's
don't- I
easy.
don't
It's
want
not
to.
worth
Let's
getting
let the-
upset about.
No, dude, I'm not getting
It sounds
upset,
like you
dude.
guys actually are more in agreement that you want to maybe put her aside and go talk to these different agencies and
I
then
just
assess what you do from there. Is that correct? Am I reading you guys correctly?
Yeah,
I
no
agree.
problem.
I don't
Zoc-
want to split us up though. I don't want to leave one of us in this new place.
Because you remember the last time we left her alone, like she
Yeah,
got
I know.
enchanted by a
I
vampire.
agree.
So
I
what
agree.
would you
I
do?
just at this point, it's not worth the argument.
Would you disguise her? What would you do?
I would disguise her. I would disguise her as a freaking hermit leper and just not desirable by or
Like a
recognizable by.
hunchback. Make her a
Absolutely,
hunchback.
absolutely.
So
I'd put a
Irina's
big old-
like, so
I-
you want to dress me up as something that I'm not in order to go talk to everyone and decide who's the safest person to leave me with?
Nico's gonna step up here and say, Irina, with so much respect that I can garner, 100%, you're correct.
Well, that actually sounds
Absolutely.
pretty smart to me.
We want to make you look like a complete freak and undesirable.
Well, that just sounds fun. I'd love to dress you up.
It
when I
is
was-
fun.
Yes, but I mean, we couldn't do it here in the streets. I mean, where would
Of
you
course
do
not.
it?
That's the thing. I think we need to find a place, if you guys still want to do this, and then we can branch out. But if we still want to do the roll on who to talk to first, I'm still all about that. But are we all in agreement, all the way down the tiles, that we want to put her aside?
At this point, I think that might be best. Yeah.
That's 2. That's 3.
Let's do it.
Disdain. All right, 4. All right, well, it's unanimous.
Okay.
We're going to put her aside, but where do we do it at, guys?
We got to find an inn or something.
Yeah, a room. Very secure room.
We should have got her arrested
What?
earlier.
Got
We
her
should have.
arrested?
We should. I don't know. I'm just saying we should have blamed it on her. We could put her in jail. She's been safe.
Wow,
Wow, that's cold, dude. Wow.
Rogar's gangster. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude, we
man.
still don't know the allegiance of these guards, man. They
So,
could like take her and eat her liver. They could steal her kidney in the night.
All right. Do we see an inn in sight or
As you-
somebody to talk to?
So, actually, as you've asked around, the best inn in town you've heard over and over is the Blue Water Inn. It's a little bit closer to the middle of the city.
Do we want to go to the best inn if we're trying to hide?
If it's
Is
got
the
a
blue
room with
water-
a lock, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair
A
enough.
lock
Fair
that
enough.
we can. I mean, can anybody enchant? Does knock work in reverse? Perhaps.
There's a
I
lock
mean-
spell. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a spell called Arcane Lock, but I doubt any of us have it. So
Yeah,
Stain
and,
does now.
but Rogar's suggestion is to definitely not take the main road. Kind of go around things.
The alleys, very nice.
It might take longer, but it would be safer, I think.
I am totally in agreement.
Where do you guys go?
Towards the direction of the Blue Water Inn.
Okay. So you guys sort of take some careful steps through the city of Vallaki. At times you have to subtly ask for directions, but you eventually find yourselves outside of a very nice, well-constructed 2-story inn. And as you walk towards it, you see on this little building here to the right, you actually see there is a little boy who's standing on the edge of this little building. And this little boy is got his arms out, and he's running to the edge, and it looks like he's about to jump off. Do you let him jump off, or do you say anything?
Jump off of what? What did you say he was?
This
Off the
little,
shed.
there's like a little building, like a little shack, kind of to the right of the building, and he's on top of it, and he's running at the edge. It's about 10 feet high too, and he's like running with his arms out, like he's gonna jump off.
I do a quick cantrip of gust to blow him backwards and trip him back so he falls on his back on the roof.
Okay, yeah. So
Nice.
you poof send this bust of wind. He like falls back, falls on his butt. He goes, "Hey, Mister, what gives? I was about to fly."
You know how to fly, sir?
Well, I haven't flown yet, but I feel like I'm really close.
Do you have anything soft to land on?
Well, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I would make sure you don't do that. Have you ever had a broken bone?
Oh yeah, a lot of broken bones.
They feel nice, right?
No, they don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise them.
So little boy, he like scrambles down the lattice on the side of the building. He comes down. He walks up. He goes, "You have horns.
Yeah,
Can I touch them?"
go for it. I bend down.
He like yanks on your horns. He like feels them. He goes, "Well, they feel just like horns."
That's exactly what they are.
Yes. My name's Brom. What's your name?
I'm disdain.
It's good to meet you. And he holds his
Very
hand out.
nice. Nice to meet you too.
He goes, "Are you guys going to stay in my daddy's inn?"
Your dad's in, eh?
Yeah, the Blue Water Inn. It's been in our family for a little while now.
Does your dad know you've been out here trying to gallivant around, trying to fly?
Dad says I'm not ready to fly. Please don't tell him I was doing that.
Would you be able to get us a good deal, little guy?
I mean, if I talked to my dad about business, he'd probably just spank me, so I prefer not to.
All right. Well, I got a deal for you then. Me and my friends, we're gonna come in here and we're gonna rent a room for the night. But we have a friend that we're gonna leave here. I want you to run and find us if there's any disturbances that you're in for the night, just to ensure that there's no problems.
He crosses his arms. He goes, "My dad told me about people like you. You want free stuff, and we don't do free in the Mardukov family."
See, I don't want to do free either. What I just gave you was your life because you were almost about to die, young man.
I probably wouldn't have died.
Would you not have? Were you gonna
No.
land on your head or your legs?
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have died. Why don't you give me a persuasion roll?
Alright. I was trying to be deceptive. Damn it.
Roll deception.
I don't have any other. Yeah, I do have deception. Okay, good.
Okay.
16.
He goes, "You really think I would have died?"
Yeah, I think so. Just wanted to make sure you were able to
Kinda
get back
sounds
to your
like
family.
Kind of sounds like I owe you one, huh, mister?
Now, all I want you to do is just keep an eye and just
Well,
give
who
us a
am I
fine.
keeping an eye on?
This ugly person beside us. We haven't done.
Well, you haven't
anything,
decorated
so-
her up yet. You haven't
Damn it.
discussed her yet.
God. I just want you to make sure no one's getting into our room.
Well, I can do that.
Right.
Till it's supper time.
And then you can come till supper. Yeah, and then after supper you can watch it after that, right?
I mean, till it's bedtime after that. But yeah,
Okay.
I could do
What-
that
what
for you
time
guys.
is it now?
It's like noon. Yeah.
Okay, good. That gives us time. We're good.
So you want me to just
Dude,
come
Rocky-
find you?
Yeah, you saw me. I got big horns.
Yeah, I could.
Pretty
find
easy
you
to find.
easy.
See,
Yeah, I could find you.
See this
I
this
got
guy?
friends
He's
that
a
can help
dragon.
me. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, wow. He goes, "Sir, can you shoot fire out of your mouth?"
Oh, he's
I'm
talking
just
to Rogar.
I'm just
Very
gonna
nice.
snort at him. I'm just gonna not acknowledge him.
He goes, Dad's told me stories about the dragon people, but it's something else to finally see one of you. Can I touch your tail?
No.
Oh, that's no fun.
Rogar, we need this guy on our team.
He no.
You should go and smack him and lift him up on it like it's a ride real quick and then drop him.
I'm not gonna do that. No.
Well, fine.
No.
He goes, well, if you want a room, I'd go talk to my dad. His name is Erwin. My mom's Danica. She does all the cooking.
Erwin Maldikoff? Is that what it is?
Mardikov,
Mardikov.
yeah.
Mordikoff.
Who has a ring I haven't
Mardikov.
Durst dungeon.
Martikov. Mardikov.
Got it.
Well, thank you, young lad. Really appreciate your services. Make sure you don't jump off too many high things. Start on something low first.
I'm going to learn how to fly. You'll remember that.
I will.
All right. So you guys walk into the tavern, the Blue Water Inn. It's it's actually a pretty good sized tavern. It's a pretty good quality tavern. It's very clean. There's a delicious smell of cooked meat in the air. There's a little fire going in the fire pit or the fireplace. There's barrels of what looks to be wine. And you see it's a pretty packed area. There's a few local just sort of nondescript people there. There's a lot of people eating lunch. A couple of people sort of stand out to you. You see a couple dudes. They have wolf fur as sort of adorning them as like decoration and armor. They got bows on their back, weapons at their side, kind of gruff looking, kind of scarred up looking guys, and they're just chewing on some wolf steaks, just like, eating that and drinking wine. Down the road, you're a couple laughing guys, and they're rolling dice against each other. And two young guys, and think college age kind of guys, and they're rolling dice, and they're drinking wine, and they're laughing. And then on the other side of the room, sort of huddled off to the side, you see a man and a woman sitting next to each other, and they seem to be not wealthy per se, but dressed better than most, and pretty clean, well-kept type people. And they're having what seems to be a fairly heated conversation with an extremely beautiful woman with black hair. She's very small. She's about 4'9", but she has a fierceness to her. And how she carries herself. She's talking very animatedly with these older people. And that's sort of the crowd you sort of walk into.
Is there a bartender or any sort of person who looks like they work here that's visible?
There's actually not.
There's not a bartender in this tavern inn.
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to give Dr. Crawford bardic inspiration.
What's that, a D8?
Yeah, it's a D8.
All right, you have a D8 on ability checks, Dr. Crawford. 10 minutes.
Who was the spooky girl? The last one.
You can go up and talk to her if you want.
No. Like, what did you say about her? I'm sorry.
She's really small. She's talking to the older couple. It seems to be a very animated conversation.
Okay.
I'm going to look around the...
Oh, go ahead.
Go. I'm going to look around the room. Is there a stage or anything of import that I could bring maybe some life into this room?
A pretty empty area by the fireplace if you want to go stand and start playing.
I'm gonna stand right by the hearth, and I'm gonna roll that 19 die that I've got reserved.
All right.
And I'm just gonna try and bring some funk into the place, and see if I can bring people's spirits up and into a talkative mood, y'all.
Okay. So you kind of play you kind of play like a bardic tune that's a little bit more like fun and
that's up to
energetic.
At least 115 beats per minute. At least 115.
All right. So All right, so Nico goes to the corner and starts playing a little bit more of a fun tune. Starts to elevate the mood in the room. Rolls that 19. And the two guys that are sitting there, kind of gruff looking, the scarred up wolf fur guys, they kind of lift mugs up to you and or glasses up to you and cheer and slam back their wine. The two young guys, they go, now there's some music. Yeah, play well, man. Play well. And the older couple, they hold their hand up at the young girl, and the old man gets up and he walks over to you. He says, "That's some fine playing, young man."
And in between riffs and in between strums, I'm going to say, thank you so much, sir. I have studied many years to perfect this instrument. May I ask what your name is?
He says, "Well, my name is." Uh, of course, I literally forgot it right after I said it.
It's okay. And you said he's an old man?
Older,
he's the
middle
young-
age, yeah.
Yeah, he's not part of the barbarians, correct? He's one of the
Definitely not. Yeah,
he's the
definitely
older
not.
he's the older like nobleman.
His name's Erwin, and he
Erwin.
introduces himself as the owner of the Blue Water Inn.
Oh, he's the father. Yeah, he's the father of Braun.
Yep.
Which we will not say is outside trying to fly. Right, guys?
Yeah, I have no intention to.
Erwin, it is so good to meet your acquaintance, sir. I am Nico Tirada at your service.
Tirada. He goes, "That's a very Vistani sounding name, son."
It is Vistani sounding only in phonetics, I assure you.
Give me a deception roll.
Fuck.
You got it.
Dude, I don't, dude. I burned my inspiration on the mage hand.
No, but you have deception. You have all three.
Yeah, but it's not. No, I don't. I've got +4 to deception, but that's jack of all trades. Here we go. Here's hoping.
This is the older Chad on the left, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh
30
shit, that's D100.
1d100.
Okay.
Let's go for a
There
d20
you go.
instead.
Let's do that. 20, not nat.
Okay. So he says, "Oh, well, let me, you know what? Let me have a perception roll."
Disdain, you still on this? You still on my goiter and fat face? Disdain.
Yep. Yes, I have been.
Okay.
Yep.
Have you? Okay. All
Okay.
right. So okay.
He says,
All right.
"Well, I guess I've heard stranger things. Being the owner of an inn, sees a lot of strange visitors. Well, I can't promise you any pay for your play because we already have a resident bard. He's not working right now, but your music will earn you a free drink because you want some of the local beer." And he kind of says that with like a cringe. "Or would you like a little bit of purple grape mash?"
You know, Erwin, was it? I am
yeah.
perfect. I am perfectly okay with just the finest water that you can possibly summon. I am very parched.
Just some water. Well, I think Danica boiled a pot this morning. Hey, sweetheart, would you mind getting our new resident bard some water?
No, Erwin, don't do that. I do not want to take this man's job. To whoever you have.
He's
laid.
not here right now until he's back. You can play. They buy more drinks when there's music. It's good.
Perfect. Then I will play harder and faster. Thank you, sir.
She says, She goes, "Elisa, stay here." And the woman gets up, goes to the back for a little bit, and comes back with a pitcher of water and just sets it on the table and goes back and sits with the young lady again. He says, "Well, there's your water, my friend. Play, drink, enjoy yourself. Family business to attend to. I'm sure you understand."
Can I? Y'all, very go. I'm gonna give Disdain Bardic Inspiration to 1d8.
Okay,
Since
so
you
two
engaged.
D8s out there.
All right.
I'm just wondering if you have a room for the night.
Room, yeah, but sure. We charge 5 gold for a room. We
I'll
have-
go for a room.
Um,
And
but it sleeps 4, so
Sleeps 4. Would we be able to squeeze a 5th in?
That's up to you.
All right. Because she's gonna
I'll take
sleep
a
in my
4.
bed.
You should have said because he's gonna sleep in my bed. You should have said he. Because here's I'm taking it all the way. Come on,
I'm paying for
retcon
the
it.
room.
Retcon it.
Do that later.
They are gonna sleep in my bed because it's gonna be Rogar.
Very nice.
Rocky, I'm paying for that room right now. 60, taking 5 gold off my sheet.
All right. As well, you guys get the loft. It's the room. The only room left. It's at the top. Gives you some keys.
Yes. Okay. All right. Secured.
So out of character, we're at an impasse because now you're supposed to play music, but you're also supposed to put the disguise kit on her. You're gonna
Not till the room. I can't do it right here.
But we got the keys. So what I was gonna hope.
So are you? We're just all going up to the room immediately.
Well, I was hoping we could split, get her disguised, and 2 of us could stay down here and interact a little bit.
No, there's way too much fucking happening. I mean, we got barbarians, we got weird-looking noble dudes, we got a scarlet mistress here, and then we've got noblemen. One of them is Erwin, who has no idea his son's trying to fly outside, which we promised we wouldn't tell, but he also has a wife. All these people need to be interrogated, guys. Y'all have 2 bardic inspiration D8s. Let's fucking get it, dude.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
All right. So let's get it.
But Enos, that's what I was saying is that somebody needs to go up there, get her dressed right away, so there's no more chance. While the other of us sit down here, get information, and use our inspiration.
Let me see
Right?
what I can do for you, sir. Hold on. You're shit out of luck. I'm playing this instrument.
So Nico seems to be in like concert mode, man. He's like playing for everybody in the room.
Yep.
Irina's like, I am a little hungry.
No, Rogar is gonna ask. I think the lady. What did you say, Denise? I think it is.
Danica.
Patrick. Got it.
Nice.
So we're gonna.
NASCAR.
I'm gonna ask her if she has anything ready to eat. Wolf steak would be great.
Sorry.
What the hell was that?
She goes,
Allergies, not
she
COVID.
goes,
Sorry.
She goes, Elisa, if you'll excuse your aunt for a moment to handle the family business, I'll take care of our guest. Is that okay? And Elisa, this shorter woman, goes, that's fine, Auntie. It's not like lives are at stake. Go ahead and take care of your guest. And she like pulls her hood a little bit over her head and turns away from all of you. So Danica gets up and walks to a back room, and she's gone for a few moments. And when she comes back out, she brings a plate of like seared wolf steaks and some bread and a couple vegetables. She goes, "There, enjoy yourself. We'll charge your room later."
All right. So I'm gonna eat and invite Irina to eat with me.
She does. Yeah, she's hungry.
I feel like she should eat up in the room. I just don't want these people to see her, because
Yeah, the guys over at the right, they're like after a little bit of her eating, they're like, my lady, we've never seen you around these parts before. You've got beautiful hair, my lady. And like they kind of like elbow each other while they're talking to her, and Irina just keeps eating. She doesn't really give them attention.
Is that the barbarians or the
younger guys? Yeah.
So the younger guys, I decide to go and sit right beside the younger guys. I'm going to try and start a bit of a distraction, get some information on these guys. So what you gambling down here, guys? What are we playing?
Oh man, we're playing this game. It's so great. It's dice. Yeah, it's dice. Yeah. But it's real high stakes. You got to really have some money to play this game. Do you got money? You got money, sir?
Well, what kind of money are we looking for? And I go and reach into my pocket.
You gotta come to the table with 5 gold to play this game, friend.
5 gold? Is that all we're looking for right now?
Is that all he says? They start elbowing each other. Like he's got money.
Oh shit. So Disdain still has that inspiration die. So does this apply to his dice rolls?
He can apply it to any D20 check he does.
Oh, okay. All right.
He goes, my name is Nikolai. This is my brother Carl. We're the Wachter brothers. He goes,
Wachter brothers.
Oh
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
dude.
we love playing dice. He goes, the way it works, it's so simple. The three of us all roll two of these, they're d6s, these two dice, and whoever rolls the highest takes the pot. It's 5 gold in each, so you stand to win double what you put in or lose all that you put in. Sound like your kind of game, mate?
I'm gonna try to pull this as a deception in a sense of, well, I've heard some gambling is double or nothing when you may have lost. I'm concerned that I don't know how to play. I was wondering if I may be able to get like a couple like cheaper rounds, and as you see fit you can raise the price, because I have 20 gold I could be playing with right now.
20
I just
gold? They both light up. Give me deception, my friend.
Go disdain.
You
Oh,
can
I
add
love how
you
you're
can add
playing
your
this.
Wreck
D8
these guys.
inspiration.
Take him, dude.
I'm gonna save that for the actual
Yes,
roll
sir.
because
Yes,
You
sir.
don't burn it, you have it.
oh, it's consistent
Yeah.
For 10 minutes.
hmm
and it's 1d8.
So you roll
And
so you roll 1d20 plus 1d8 plus your modifier.
Perfect. Well, I needed all those.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, well, if you got 20 gold to play with, we could work around that." So what are you thinking? Just like a little 1 gold wager just to start it out?
yeah, let's try one, and then every pot we can increase it as you see fit, sir.
Okay, well, I'm okay with that. So what the inspiration dice is going to do for you in this game is I'm going to let you roll 3d6 and you take the two highest d6s.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so they're going to roll 2d6. Okay, twice. So I'm going to roll that and then you roll yours. All right. So Carl rolls a 3, and
Oh,
then
they're
he
both
rolls
shit.
solo. Nikolai rolls a 2. Then you get to roll 3d6 to take the two highest. So you roll a 10. So you roll 10 and you get, I guess a 1. You have to add 2 gold to your character sheet.
I want to go take their gold. Am I done eating yet?
You're watching it, but yeah, but right now it's Disdain sitting at the table with them. They go, well, okay, well that was just warm up. So are you ready to play for real, sir?
Of course. What would you like to wager?
Well, you said 20 gold. I say let's just stop pussyfooting around. Let's roll for 20 gold. And Carl goes, "Are you sure Mother would be okay with that?" And Nikolai goes, "You know what? Mother has nothing to do with this. Mother gave us our allowance. We have the money to play with. Yes, both of us put in 20 gold. 40 gold for you to win, sir. 20 gold for you to lose. Are you up for this challenge?"
Get it?
As long as your mother's okay with it, I will
Hey,
gladly
go
take the
in.
money.
Go in, disdain.
Well, do you want to go first? Or you want us to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Oh, true alpha, baby. All right.
9.
So I see a 3 and a 6. So I got a 9. All right. So Carl rolls a 10,
Damn it.
Damn it.
and Nikolai rolls an 8. So
Can I use
Carl just
inspiration and
you
reroll?
certainly can.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Inspiration's a beautiful thing.
9 again. Fuck. All right, I don't have another one to bring.
All right. Well, so Carl goes, "Well, it's my lucky day, friend," and he takes your 20 gold. He takes his brother's 20 gold, and he says, "I'm gonna buy drinks for the rest of the day. I'm gonna get home and just be absolutely wasted. This is gonna be a wonderful day." He says, "I want more purple grape. I want 3 more bottles of purple grape mash." And Irwin says, 3 more? Oh, my reserves are getting so low. All right, young man, I'll be back in a minute. He comes back with 3 bottles of purple grape mash and puts it on the table. But he's mumbling to himself as he goes back to the table with the woman and his wife.
I'm gonna take advantage of that grumbling right there, and I'm gonna pop over and. Sorry, sir. I kind of heard you talking about your reserves being low. Is there any deliveries that you're gonna need to help boost this up? Just trying to
Uh,
interject myself into this conversation as best I can, whether I'm actually there or not.
yeah, so the older woman, she goes, "Young man, you are what they call a tiefling, correct?
Correct.
Well, we certainly welcome you as our guest and our friend. So please don't take what I'm about to say the wrong way. But you don't understand everything that's happening with our business or our family, and I'm curious why you would ask such a question, for it is." And Erwin kind of puts his hand on his elbow. He says, "Mother, he doesn't know what's going on. It's just happenstance that he asked that." He says,
I
"Sir,
I
sir, you asking if you can help with deliveries? Is that what I'm hearing you say?"
just simply said. I heard you saying your reserves are getting low, and when I hear a struggling business entrepreneur, I like to give them a hand, and that's how I've made my way from town to town, is being able to help out people. So currently, I even have a package right now for the Baron that I'm about to deliver for the toy maker because of the festivities, just because I'm a nice guy.
Well, that is a very nice thing. He says, "Well, my father, a man. I gotta find again. There's so many characters. I gotta find his name. Um, give me a second, guys. Sorry, Davian. So he says, my father, a man named Davian, is the owner of the Wizard of Wines winery, far southwest of town of here. And he keeps us supplied with wine, but we haven't had a delivery from him in months. And I'm worried. I'm worried that something's wrong. Wine is one of the few things that keeps the people of Barovia able to deal with the challenges that we have in this bleak land. And the wine is dried up, and I worry. I'd go visit him myself, but there's a bit of bad blood between us, and I just. I perhaps could use some help bridging that gap and finding out what's going on with the wine. And Eliza says, "Well, both of you know the real troubles of this land." And she like pulls her hood further over her head.
Of course, Eliza, I don't mean to interrupt your conversation, and I apologize. I see the darkness that surrounds this land, and I'm just trying to allow your family to have a successful business while they're there.
Is that sincere?
Yes.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
So because I don't have it, I just take it.
Correct.
Uh, +4.
Don't forget your D8 from Nico.
Oh, yep.
Nice.
22.
So, Elisa pulls her hood back, and you're really struck by her green eyes, her black hair, her fierce features, even though she's a very slight of build woman. And she says, "You mean to help this land?"
As I have done numerous times, as much as I can. I could list you my heroic abilities, but I'd rather prove
You would
them to
consider
you.
yourself a hero, you say?
Again, I'd rather prove to you what I can do instead of showing you a list of medals.
Now, this is the type of friend I've been looking for, Uncle. And she sort of like stands up and she goes, "Would you allow me to buy you a drink tonight, sir?
Of course.
I have business to attend to, but I will see you tonight. Uncle, Auntie, farewell, I love you." And she turns around and she walks out of the inn.
In my notes, I've just put drinks with Eliza! Exclamation point.
Anything else you guys want to do?
So during that game with the Stain and the Walker brothers, one of those brothers was a loser, right? The other brother got 40
Nikolai.
gold. Okay. So I'm going to walk over to the brother who lost. And, excuse me, do you have a moment?
Maybe I do, old man. What do you want to say to me? He looks over his brother. He's kind of laughing.
I couldn't help but notice you kind of got a little unlucky there. Are you interested at all in kind of recuperating your losses, so to speak?
Well, fortune favors the bold. I say yes. I want to win back my money. You got money to give me?
I wasn't thinking about a game or anything like that. I was thinking I'd just give you the 20 gold, and you maybe help me out with a little something really simple, I think. I was hoping to get some help with. I noticed you said you two were the
This isn't like a gay thing, is it?
I mean, I wasn't planning on it being, but
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just want to be clear about what we're talking about.
Whatever it takes.
you mentioned you're the Walker brothers. I was actually looking to try to meet. I believe it's your mother, one Fiona Walker.
Mama's pretty famous, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
People want to talk to her.
I was curious if I give you that 20 gold that you lost to recuperate your losses. Would you be willing to introduce me to her maybe this evening, or if things tie me down this evening, then maybe tomorrow? Then
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. I'd happily do that.
done. I take out 20 gold right there and I plunk them down on the table for him.
He goes, man, good luck. My mom's a shark, but okay. I'll make sure you're introduced. That's the only thing I can promise.
That's all I need. Thank you. And can I expect to find you here when I'm ready to go?
I mean, Erwin knows how to find me, if nothing else, but yeah, I'm here most of the time.
All right. And you said your name was Nikolai Wachter?
I'm Nikolai, yeah, I'm the older.
All right, Nikolai. And just so I know your name as well, sir. It was, and I point to the one that won.
I think it's Carl.
Carl and Nikolai Wachter. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we should buy them some booze too, just so they can get obliterated in case they
Absolutely.
can't. Because one has 3 bottles. Should get the other one a couple more, and
All right, well, you guys already owe a gold for the food, so another gold to keep them drinking, or?
yeah, I'll pay 2 gold myself. The 2
There you
gold
go.
that I won.
Yeah,
To keep
yeah.
them drinking.
So yeah, keep drinking. They bring some of that beer over to them.
So, who's got the room keys?
Who paid for the room?
Who paid for the room? All right, Crawford. Rocky, I'm wondering while I'm still playing, is there any way for me to communicate to Crawford to give me the keys?
Yeah, you can be like,
Because-
I mean, you can play and talk. That's
Okay, so I'm going to motion over to Crawford to come over here with a head nod, hoping he's paying attention because I'm going to
Sure,
burn a
yeah.
spell slot
Perceptive.
for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn a spell slot for major image.
Mhm.
It includes visual and auditory, correct?
Okay. Yep.
So I want to try and dip out with Irina. Is
Okay.
what I want to do,
Smart.
and I want to take her up to the. I want to take
You
her
want
up
to
to the
keep
room.
yourself
But,
playing while she.
yes,
while you
I
go there?
do.
All right,
I do.
it works. Yeah.
Okay.
So
perfect.
yeah, so you keep playing, and you guys all go up to the room.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna go up there.
Do you have
make her up.
invisibility?
I do.
I'm gonna make you burn that too.
That's fine. That's
Of
2
course
spell
he
slots.
does.
Of course he
Hey,
All right.
listen.
does.
Hey,
I'm
but
bending
Rogar,
D&D
hey,
rules a little bit because I really
listen.
like this.
Listen,
But, yeah.
Rogar, you could have invisibility too if you were nicer to me, because I can cast it on you too, fucker.
So
you need to be nicer to me.
you go invisible, even though they're both concentration spells. I'm going to allow this. So you go invisible.
Okay.
You leave with her. Keep your image playing. You guys go up to the room.
Yeah.
And what do you want to do?
And do the business. I'm going to make her look like a hagged out, ragged out, rode hard, hung up wet dude.
Okay. She looks like it. Yeah.
And I'm
She's
going to
like,
make
this is
me.
amazing. I look
Yeah.
hideous.
So I've got in my inventory. Let me find it. I've got disguise kit. It really doesn't have any like. So does one disguise kit like serve all purposes,
Yeah.
or do I have to burn? Okay, so can I make me look like a chick, a super sexy auburn
You already
haired
do.
chick?
Yeah,
I
Listen,
it
want
wouldn't be that hard.
Rogar,
Sure.
Rogar, listen, Rogar. I'm a super sexy auburn haired chick that really kind of looks like Irina.
perfect. That's exactly what I was going to
You,
suggest.
you don't look exactly like her, but you're in the
Exactly.
same vein of
But
thought.
to
Sure.
but to drunkards who are on their like freaking fifth bottle of grape slush, grape mash, I
Sure.
would. So in that instance, so Irina is safe in the room, looking like a hagged out, rode out dude.
She's pretty gross.
Yeah. So, and I'm keeping that illusion playing as I'm coming back. And where was she, guys? Where was she sitting? Was
She was
sitting alone?
No, she was sitting. We were crunching some wolf steak over here in the
Okay,
corner.
so I'm gonna go sit next to you and assume her position, and that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Until we all decide to retire, and I'm gonna keep this up.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys a final decision of what interaction you want to have, and that'll be the end of the session. So do you want to stay here? You want to go after Lady Wachter? You want to go after Vasily? Where do you guys want to go from here?
Nico would prefer to go right back up to the room and stay here. That's what
Okay.
Nico would prefer, and hopefully get a long rest because I just burned some spell slots
Mm-hmm.
that would be useful to recoup.
It is noon.
It's a
I
good day.
have dinner reservations with this
Eliza.
girl tonight, and we have this little boy watching up until supper, and then after supper till bedtime. It would be better because if we go tonight, we don't have somebody watching the room. Now the question is, how many spell slots have been burnt, and can we do an interaction without a battle? Because that's still possible, right?
Sure.
Just as a question, Nico, like, how many have you burnt?
I
Like,
burnt two. I burnt two spell
Visibility and
slots.
major image.
Yep, I burnt two. I got one more left.
One left. Okay.
Yep, I got one more left. And it's probably, honestly, going to be another invisibility if y'all fuck it up. I'm just telling you right.
All right, Rogar, Dr. Crawford, what are you feeling?
Well, I definitely. Excuse me, tongue tied. If Disdain's got dinner reservations with this Eliza woman, that might be a good opportunity for me to go and meet Lady Wachter and try to get a feel for what's going on there. We don't even have to bring Irina if you guys would rather she stay safe. Then I could go check that out myself. I feel pretty confident I can handle any sort of interaction with Lady Wachter. It's your call though. If you would rather go as a group, I don't mind. So
Dr. Crawford's thought is maybe I go approach Lady Wachter by myself.
I'll go with him.
Rogar,
I'll go with him.
You go with him?
Yeah, I'll go Zoc.
So would you guys go now or would you wait?
I did say this evening to Nikolai, so and that would probably coincide with when Disdain was going to talk with Eliza, so that would.
So we have time to go see Lord Vasily now or take a rest, which I'm indifferent on either side. I just said the side of being watched. And stuff.
But it sounds like it'd be a short rest, not a long one though.
Yeah,
But he'd have to have a long run to get his spell slots back.
yeah.
Correct.
You guys got to tell me what you do.
It was pretty smooth. Whatever you guys decide to do, I, as the kind of Lady Irina, are going to go with you so that everybody in here, drunk or not, can see me leave or her leave with you.
I think we should go see Lord Vasily. That's what.
Then
my
let's
side
go
is right
see
now.
Lord Vasily. Let's go. Or
What do you
Lady
guys think?
Wachter. I don't care. I just want to talk to people.
And just to make sure I'm not misunderstanding, Irina is disguised up in the room, safe
Yes, as a
Yeah.
dude.
as
Yeah.
a dude. And
As a
okay,
dude.
I'm gonna. We had keys, plural, right to the room. I'm gonna give her
Two.
one of them. So I have one. She has the other. You
Okay.
keep the door locked that way. The only
Okay.
people who should be able to unlock it are us and her. So,
Yep. And she has a very nasty man bun, very mangy looking. So,
Not attractive.
and she smells like patchouli. So that in itself is a spell defense.
It sounds like two of you want to go to Vasily and two of you want to go to Wachter. Am I reading that right?
No, I want to go to somebody.
Walkers later tonight. Once
Yeah,
I
Walker
have
was
my
this
dinner.
evening.
Okay.
We also have a delivery for the Baron. Also,
It's true. You have the filament from Blinsky.
this is
Blinsky.
almost starting to sound like a four-way split.
Flipping Blinsky, dude. All right, so
All right, here's what we're gonna do.
You say,
We're gonna do Vasily right now, and then when we come back, Zoc and I will go with the drunk guys while Disdain goes on this date with the green-eyed girl. I think that's what we do.
sounds like a plan.
So, what's our plan for the delivery then? Because it sounds like that
Well,
needed to get done soon, and we don't want to
then-
leave Blinsky high and dry.
yeah,
I can
if
do it
that's the
tomorrow
plan,
morning.
Nico's
Well,
gonna
When is the party thing?
3 days.
Okay,
Yeah, so
well,
I can do it
we
tomorrow
got a
morning.
couple days.
Okay, so we have time. Okay, all right.
Okay. I think Rocky made that up just now, but thank you, Rocky.
It's actually straight
Dude.
out of the module, but thanks.
Nico is just gonna very like sultrily and very sneakily hand Disdain 2 Trojan Magnum condoms because everybody knows that
They hung, son. They hung.
that tieflings are hung and they've got 2 of them.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Nico's just going
dicks.
from
Yep.
he's going from what he knows. What
This
he's
is
heard.
known. This is known.
It is known. It is known.
Why do you
Wrap-
think I
and-
get
and I-
so much jealousy from the humans? That is,
I
it's
know,
not
and-
anger. It's jealousy, is what it is.
And I'm gonna tap him on the other shoulder with my left hand and say, "Make sure you wrap it, dude, because I hear that she looks like she's been around." Okay,
Oh, wow.
you be safe. Trojan Magnums.
All right.
All right.
So what's the plan?
Vasily.
Okay,
Whole party?
we all go.
Okay. So you guys leave Irina. You leave Irina in the Blue Water Inn,
Mhm.
and you ask around, and you find out where Vasily is. He's got a very, respectable manor on the other side of town. It really doesn't take you any time at all to find this place. It's got really good gates around it. The gates are open, and you guys walk through, and kind of different than the rest of the town. The light here seems to be a little brighter. The trees are a little greener, but you hear the sound of battle as you approach. And as you approach, you see there's a man in shining armor standing over a very young girl in front of this house, and his blade is raised high, and he's bringing it down to strike her down, and she's screaming with her like training stick up above her. And that's where we end tonight's session.
Ugh.
Damn it, I was going to cast Mage Hand and stop him.
Well, be thinking about what you do. That's where we'll start next session, next week.
No short rest, no long rest. I've got 1 spell slot.
Just chill out. We'll be fine.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
cantrips.
chill, dude. I can go invisible. What can you do? I'm chill.
Not
Invisibility.
invisible.
Invisibility is the definition of chill. You're like, oh, I can just do invisibility here.
Nice. Well, great session, guys. Thanks for being patient with the last 2 weeks. And it's like riding a bike. We pick right back up where we were. So.
Super fun.
No,
I
fuck
just
yeah.
hope we nail it, dude. I just don't want to die again.
Again.
By the way, Enos, I didn't mean to be. If I came across as a dick earlier, I'm sorry. That wasn't what I was trying to do.
That wasn't a dick. That was passionate. A dick would be like a form of a solid fleshy substance coming in my
Tubular
mouth.
shape.
I've seen plenty of those, dude, and that wasn't a
He
dick.
has seen so many of those. Like you
So
don't
many
even
dicks,
know.
dude. Like all shapes, sizes, colors, shininess, girthiness, tanness.
When
could-
you said shiny, I just thought of a fucking Pokemon and how they get different colors every time.
I feel like this needs to be edited out, Rocky.
Shiny.
No,
shi-
this will be on
It
YouTube.
stays.
This will be
It
public
stays.
for the rest of time.
It shows.
Uh,
It shows. It stays.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna stop recording, but thanks so much for a great session. We'll pick it up next week for session 9, and I can't wait to see what you guys do.
Sounds good. Thank you for being a
Yeah.
good DM, Rocky.
Yeah.
Thank you.